Recording now. All right, we've got session 17 of this rendition of Dragon of Icespire Peak with my Sunday group. Last week, y'all figured out how to get the gold bell out of the belfry. Rio did a bunch of work in the rafters. You guys have still continued to enlist the aid of Bob Doug, Bob Doug, whatever his name is. Promising him meat and only minimum work, so he's not like a slave, because that was actually something that kind of came up as a possibility. And also possibly minimal killing, but we'll see how that actually pans out. You guys found Coneyberry along the Tribord Trail and dug a grave for all the townspeople. I think they were kind of laid side by side in like a long grave. And Sarissa said a prayer, and you guys saw the souls leave the bodies, which is not generally a thing that is seen, but they all drifted upwards and were released, hopefully, to find some happiness in an afterlife. Y'all found 3 horses with a B as in Bravo, A, K brand on them. Rio tries to get them kind of with you guys, but they didn't quite, like some bad checks. They didn't quite warm up all the way. They might follow on their own. A cow, however, does enjoy Rio's
diplomacy.
Diplomacy is a good word. I was gonna say, like, I can't remember the word I was trying to figure out, but anyway, diplomacy works. And the offerings and such, and decides to follow along. I think you guys learned, even though it doesn't say any, like, the cow's name is Buttercup? Is that? No. I said it out loud, and it wasn't, what, I didn't mean, Petunia, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
So the cow's following. You guys come to Butterskull Ranch, do a bit of recon. You only see one orc inside of this, like, ranch home. Some scarecrows, there's some pigs roaming the fields. I think they're... Yeah, and that's pretty much all that's outside as far as living things. But after one scout of the inside of this kind of ranch home, you see an orc. And you also notice some cellar doors on the back side. And that is where you've decided to try to make entry. And then also for some reason, a gold bell that Bob Doug had been carrying around and will, based on you guys' recommendation, use as a, like, hand weapon. You decided to ring it. And after that, you hear some orcs speaking. Yeah.
More cowbell!
Yeah. Y'all thought, I think, that the best strategy was to get the orcs out of the building.
Yes.
So we'll see how that goes. But you guys did hear...
We'll see how that goes.
You did hear several orcs speaking from inside the building, and I even gave you, like, more than 5 as the number. Before we get too deep into it, please remind me how, with Bob Doug, what were your instructions for Bob Doug as far as how much danger is he going to put himself into? Yeah, that's the biggest one, so I know how to run him, unless one of you guys wants to run him instead, but I'd have to send you the stat block.
We told him, like, to not go ham on anything, but if, like, we're in danger and stuff, that, you know, he comes to our aid and helps us.
So he signed up for the duration.
He is, but he like I said in this, like, kind of recap, he is hoping to not have to kill a bunch. Is hoping to be treated fairly. So being treated as if if your intent is to treat him as a meat shield, possibly even getting him killed, I
No.
Okay, so
He's not a meat shield.
So give me a... He'll come to your aid when? Should he just be, like, in melee range with a certain, like, Sarissa? So anything Sarissa's
Yeah,
attacking?
he's standing. He's standing over next to me on the one side of the door, and I'm kind of tucked up next to the building, and he's to my left, out a little further. And
Okay.
so we just told him, like, if they come out and attack, just do as I do. If I'm fighting, he's fighting.
Sarissa,
If I'm running away, he'll run away.
do you need the link to Owlbear?
I'm in there right
You're
now.
in. Okay, let me refresh. Okay, I see you all. Cool. All right, so if that's his instructions to just kind of like be at your side, help out. If I'm even gonna go a step further, like if some orcs try to swarm either of your allies, like Neil probably specifically being his scrunchiness, his possibly less than tankiness, he might run over and help.
Neil has a plan. Neil's not gonna get touched.
Okay, all right, sure, bud.
We'll see.
Didn't refresh my memory.
Remember, Neil.
But we decided you can't hover, right?
True.
Okay, so.
But I can probably go land up on the deck.
You could go up on the
on the roof of the house. Yeah.
True. Okay.
Sarissa spooled up Shield of Faith around herself too.
Okay.
And we all have 4 temporary hit points. I forget who did that.
Oh, that's right.
Was that from a meal or was that from?
Yes, it was from the meal. It was from.
Oh wait.
Neil's cooking.
I don't think you have temporary. You guys chose Constitution.
No, we could. We have 4 temp hit points.
No, they're not temps.
Right, but we recorded them
Yes.
as temp. But in actuality, the meal gave us a bonus to Constitution.
They're technically part of your max hit points right now. So however you want to document them on your page on D&D Beyond or in your notes somewhere is how you want to do it.
Right.
But I thought temps might be the easiest way.
Temp works.
Just remember, if you get healed and you are below, like your temps are gone, remember you're going to get healed up to an additional 4 more. Yeah, so.
When does that end?
That the meals,
Heroes
if
Feast.
they last half a day. Since it's not as awesome.
Like 12 hours?
Yeah, half a day. Since it's not as awesome as a Hero's Feast, I'm just like, hey, whatever, half a day's fine. Okay, then that is where we are. Hello there, Shadows Assassin. Okay, let's go. Let's roll Initiatavo. And this is gonna take a while. So bear with everything here.
21.
Okay.
Dum, 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 dum.
7.
8.
Okay, and they say to roll all the initiative for like all the orcs like together, but that sounds a little bit more boring to me. And like all of a sudden, you guys are gonna have so many orcs doing everything in one turn. It's just like that just sounds insane. So.
Unless they're like a hive mind orc
Yeah, right.
pack. They're like the bull.
Oh, I'll have to figure out how many, actually.
You'll have to number them, I guess.
You guys have the option to, like, right-click and do that, right? To add names or numbers or something, because I know I can. But, yeah, we'll figure it out. Let's see. These always have some kind of I should have read ahead just at least for this much to figure out how many there's supposed to be. And you guys have been doing really well, especially with like that free magic item, and now you guys are all pretty good on a lot of other items. And for fuck's sake, where is it? Oh. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, that could be fun. Okay, cool. Alright, so we got that. These guys are... Hold on. +1. Okay. So, I guess be considering what you want to do for your turns. I think, Neil, you're probably going to be first.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no way that any orc could beat that. They can match it, but... Oh, wow. And 2 of them did. Cool. But I'm still going to have you go first. So, first up is Neil.
Okay.
Ooh. Bob Doug rolled bad.
Neil is going to fly up to perch on the tip of this this window eaves or whatever, this window roof.
Okay.
I'm trying to pick a spot where he's out of reach of a random orc swipe from the ground. You know, like hopefully from where I'm at, you know, orc would have to literally climb the building to get to me. Is that? Would you say that's true?
With melee attacks, definitely. You could probably be on the roof and out of range of a melee attack because it's a 2-story building.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then so yeah, I'm gonna fly up here and land there, and then I'm going to ready. I'm going to ready a fairy fire spell, which I will use as soon as I can get 3 or more of them in my 20-foot cube.
Okay. And based 3 or more of them? Okay.
Yeah, you know, like I'm gonna wait till like I can at least target 3, if not.
I'm gonna allow you to be even less specific than that. You're readying your fairy fire until you have on this entire round decided that there's enough that you can hit. So if that happens for you, then cool. Next up is we got 2 orcs. I'm almost done with all of these initiatives. Honestly, this is something I could have been doing while we were waiting, so that's my bad. And I have to figure out what all their weapons are as well. But I do that mostly randomly anyway. 8, 7.
Nets.
Okay. Yeah, right. All nets.
They gotta have nets. All nets.
Nothing but. Okay, so they have that much movement speed. So if anybody else can do this, please do it for me as I'm getting everything else set up. That's not the orc I want.
Number 'em?
Yeah, so let's see. Let's say the ones on the ground floor are the ones that got the best jump on you. So they got out the door there. So this is number 1, but he's not done moving yet. Okay, so that's number 1. This guy's got out the door. Okay. And unfortunately with those other rolls, yeah, that I'll figure out some weapons for them. You guys can't even see them right now anyway. I got 11, 8, 7, and 3. Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. So we got a bunch more. Okay. Let's see. With that distribution, let's say there were. Okay. So yeah, the ones upstairs I'm gonna say are the last to come out. So we got 1, 2, 3. Okay. You guys can hear a lot of rustling. You can't hear a lot else. So this one I just put on the map is number 3. You can hear running. You can maybe hear the clanking of whatever. These guys were a little bit deeper into the house, so they couldn't make their way as much. So the one I just put on is number 4 next to number 2. And then I have 2 more. Okay. These guys were even deeper in the house, so they just made it to either side of this door. So this is number 5. And number 6 is to the right of number 5, so it doesn't matter which one is 5 and 6, to be honest, but okay. Finally we have a player turn. So Rio, you could probably from your vantage point spot number 2. Give me a stealth roll, unless you remember what you rolled like last week.
Fumble. 7.
Okay. Let me see what his... Ooh, he rolled even less than you, so you got lucky with that bad perception on his part. He doesn't notice you. You see him. It is your turn.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
So... I'm trying to decide, like, you're in just flat. It was when you were behind the well, I would say he wouldn't be able to see you even with that stealth roll because you rolled perception low. But if you're trying to just walk across open grass, like just flat grass, I would say you would know you'd probably be spotted.
Then I'll take a shot from there.
Okay, with advantage because you were stealthed.
Okay. Dum 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 dum. 22.
Yeah, that hits.
And he has not taken any damage yet.
Correct.
So, except he is a fashion victim. So, piercing damage is 10. And he has a new accessory.
Meaning like an arrow in him somewhere?
Yes.
Okay.
Visualize ghosts on CBS.
All right. I have no idea.
The scoutmaster who died from an arrow through his neck. And he's bound to last through to eternity, going around in his scoutmaster uniform with an arrow through his neck.
Sounds painful and annoying, probably.
Sounds like a fashion statement for an orc.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
Okay. Staying where you are. Or up next is an orc that hasn't made it out and probably won't make it out. So I'm going to keep track of that on my little text document here. Okay, next up, Sarissa. You've heard a bunch of stuff. Sorry, what?
I think I would like to use my ready to action of Fairy Fire.
So you're on the... You're sitting on the roof, right?
Yes, I'm sitting on that window.
You can't see any orcs.
I don't believe I have to. Spell doesn't say that I have to
You,
see them.
dude,
It says
dude,
each object in a 20-foot cube within range.
sure,
Doesn't say,
sure, but you don't know these guys exist, man.
oh, I don't.
So
Well,
we're
I
like,
figured I would. I figure I would have heard them come out.
you can hear a lot of the rustling. I mean, you want if you roll good enough on a perception check, then maybe you can understand where a bunch of them are.
Okay.
But like you can't see what the map shows. Like your vision is blocked for all of these
True.
guys.
You're right.
So,
You're right. You're right. I can't.
But, up
But
to you.
If I heard a bunch of them come out, I might try to drop it on the front door area.
Okay.
But you want me
And
to do a perception roll to see if I detected that they were coming out of that
let's see.
front door?
You got up there first, and this all kind of happens sort of in real time. So
Right.
we could say that orcs. It's kind of a little bit metagamey,
You're right. It is.
but give me a perception check. We'll see. Because you could hear them streaming out of there for sure, but 16 is good. Okay, yeah, you could probably hit. I rolled a 16 also. Yeah, you could probably try to hit 4 of them. Assuming they're, well, it's a 20-foot cube, right?
No, yeah, 20-foot cube, so probably only 3.
And they'd be piling in the real time. They'd be piling out of the house one after another, hot on each other's heels. So
That's true.
if one of them got
That's true,
2
because they're not
squares,
just standing there. Yeah.
it's 20-foot cube, right? So 20. Yeah, you could hit 4. You would be hitting 1, 2, 3, and 4 literally as like 4 is exiting the door.
I see. Yeah, fair enough.
It's not a spot you can see. Because that usually spells require direct line of sight.
Yeah, it doesn't specifically say that.
Because
Yeah, it's up to you.
that's why there's that debate when you have the wall of force or you have that Odaluk's sphere that's like this invisible force. You can't target things inside the sphere because there is technically a wall there, and you.
What does fairy fire do again?
Go ahead and read that for a while I look it up.
Fairy fire will drop this fey magic like fire outline,
Okay.
lights up the entire outline of an enemy with glowing fire, and
Okay.
because of that, everybody has advantage on attacks against them.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it's not a spot. It doesn't say a spot you can see. However, as far as I know of how Raw is supposed to work, you don't have a direct line of sight at all to the area that you want to hit with it.
Yeah.
So
I
don't
can't.
think you can.
Yeah, I can't like strategically hit as many of them as I might want to. As
No.
you say, they're all running out of the house in real time.
What I'm saying is, spells in D&D, as far as I've learned from a lot of reading in the D&D forums on the D&D Beyond Discord, the spell needs this. All spells are direct line. Even like fireball, you think you're like lobbing a fireball. It's a direct line to where you want the blast to go off. Since you don't have a direct line to, because this roof is a triangle. You know, it's not a flat roof. And if I didn't describe that earlier, that's on me. But I assumed from that little line in the middle, you could kind of assume. So, yeah. And these things, you can kind of assume because of these
It
guys.
just seems they're usually really specific though, and like I said, the spell doesn't say fuck all about
It-
line of sight or anything.
It doesn't. But then again, like, neither does magic
it
missiles.
doesn't. But it
Well,
sort of implies
yeah, it
that
does.
there's an unobstructed path, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So
Otherwise,
then-
you could theoretically cast all sorts of spells through a wall of force or through that invisible sphere. So yeah, from your vantage point, yeah, you can hear them piling out, but you don't have a direct line of sight for that spell.
Real quick, so when it comes to component, V means verbal, right?
Yeah,
And S means
somatic, so hand motions.
okay. And then there's one other one. I think there's like what's that other one? I know it's like you gotta
Component.
have a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
yeah, no, I think you're absolutely right, Elliot. I don't think
Okay.
I can because I can't see the place where I'm trying to center the fairy fire. So
If you were on top, if you were up here, I would definitely say you had line of sight to get a 20-foot cube. Like, even if you can only see the top of where you want the cube to be, that would be plenty to get it down. But okay, so that would have been your reaction. We can't do that. It is Sarissa's turn.
Bum, bum, bum.
Okay, yeah, Shadow's linked what I was basically talking about there.
So, Sarissa will motion to bug dub.
Oh, by the way, Sarissa, you noticed Rio take a shot at something, and you can definitely hear these orcs. They're not being stealthy. So you can hear them, but you don't know how many are coming which direction, blah, blah.
Okay, well, Sarissa will motion to bug dub, and we'll kind of come over and hunker up right next to the corner of the house, and I'll just kind of tell him, like, something comes around the corner, take it out. Not me, it.
Bob Doug does have his own initiative, so he heard you.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
what? Awesome.
I forgot what
Okay,
his voice
so
sounds like.
I'll hold my action. So if dude comes around the corner, or whomever comes around the corner, because I saw Rio take a shot, and I know where.
You're gonna give him
No.
a sword smack or something?
Yes.
Okay. And then
I'm
another.
gonna tell Bob to do the same thing, almost like we could double whammy him.
Okay. He will follow that as advice. It's not his turn yet, but yeah, when he gets to his turn, then I think he'll probably have, yeah. So, I know that the orc inside, you can kind of hear some running around in the house some more. Now you make a note here. And yet again, one last orc. Same note. I can just copy and paste it. Why am I not doing that? Cool. All right, Bob Doug, following your instructions, does in fact. I'm gonna say that he can actually even post up. Like, he's gonna be uncomfortably close to your backside.
Well, what I figured is I would kind of be crouching down, and if anything comes around the corner, I'm gonna go for their midsection, and he can swing right for their head. You know what I mean? Just kind of like, bam.
And he's got long enough arms. I'm gonna say that it's not gonna give either of you disadvantage, even though it probably should. But he is uncomfortably close. You'll still have plenty of room to swing, and he'll have room to swing too.
Sarissa quickly reaches into her armor and pulls out a little bit of her lavender oil and blots it under her nose.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of bathing in previous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some deep mouth breathing.
That is one round down. Great job, guys. Round 2, Neil, you're up. And by the way, I hope you remember that my rules are kind of like with rituals. Well, no, sorry, with kind of like with spells that are like have long cast times. you don't spend the spell slot until you finish the cast, and that's how I treat held spells. So if you don't do the spell, you don't spend the spell point.
Gotcha. Nice.
So you're up.
Okay, so then I will hearing that orcs were coming out from the front, I will move up to the very ridge of the top of the roof. From here, would I be able to see them? Probably not. I'd probably have to go all the way to the edge of the roof to see the ones.
They are. They're medium.
With fairy fire.
Yeah, they're tall, but they've been sticking pretty close to the house. Not to like be stealthy, just because that's the shortest route.
Yeah. How about if I move to the top of this window over here? From here, could I cast fairy fire down on them?
Oh, so fairy fire is a 20-foot cube. You can cast fairy fire on this side of the house as soon as you reach like this middle part, because you can see a line to like the top of a cube. Definitely anywhere you want, basically. Okay. And the house is probably 16 feet tall. Well,
yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. So let's see. It's
but
20-foot cube. So
as far as knowing where they are and where you want to cast it, you'd probably want to get closer to the edge.
Okay.
Which would
then I'll do that. Then.
Which would give you sight for sure on at least these 5, and probably like another 5 feet of movement, or maybe even 10. Like you were like here.
Yeah.
So I think you've used 20. Let's say you've used 20.
Yeah. Then I think what I will do is I will let me get rid of that line. I don't want to. Instead of targeting 3, 5, 6, and 4, I would like to target 5, 6, 4, and 2, the one that Rio shot at. So let me.
Yeah, measure that for me, please.
Let me get rid of that stupid drawing. How do I get rid of
At the red line?
Yeah.
I don't care about that. It's fine.
Okay. Then it's 5, 6, 4, and 2. Is that
okay.
within 20? Let's see.
Hey, use the measuring tool.
Yeah. 1.
Or 2.
2.
You can create a shape that's 20 feet.
20. Oh, 20 foot. Okay, 20 foot cube.
Yeah, so 20 feet on one edge.
Right, 20 foot square, like
yeah.
20.
Yep.
20. Okay, then
20.
20. I want to get as many as I can. So I'm thinking that with the way they're bunched up, my best option is 4, 6, 5, and 4.
Somebody has their mic on, and we're picking up some background sound, by the way. So if it's not your turn, maybe
It's only Riley and Neil that have their mics on. It looks like
mine is push to talk.
Okay, well, you guys are the only 2 that aren't muted.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hit 5, 6, and 4.
Okay.
Will fit in a 20 foot square.
Then.
All right, so.
Rio, I think it's coming from you, man. I think if you can mute your mic or do push to talk, we're hearing a lot of background.
I'm working on that.
Okay. What's your DC?
14. Dex 14.
I'm gonna go left to right. So you want to hit 5, 6, and 4?
Yeah.
So 5 fails. 6 rolled a 17 plus 1, so that succeeds. You said 14?
Yes.
Then the number 4 fails with a 13.
Nice.
And anyway,
here's another fashion statement.
Any way you would like to mark numbers 5 and 4 as being currently fairy fired, you're welcome to.
Sure, I'll just type it in like that.
That is your action. Movement, bonus action.
I already moved.
I mean, you still have 10 feet if you want.
Yeah, right. So I'll hop up here on the top of a little bit higher, like on the top of this little window ledge, so I'm even higher.
And if you if you, I think I would give you enough movement. If you want to move a tiny bit back, you'd probably have at least half cover. Because of how this is like an upwards triangle.
Yeah.
So if they
Sure.
tried to attack
Yeah,
you from
totally.
below, yeah.
Then as a bonus action, I will give Doug Bob bardic inspiration. I'll be like, dude, you gotta help save us, man. You can do this.
Okay. From your vantage point, you have to be able to see the target for bardic inspo, right? I don't think you'd be able
No, it
to.
says within 60 feet that can hear you.
It doesn't require a target you can see?
No, they just have to be able to hear me.
Ba, 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 ba. Oh, cool. I knew that being able to hear you was a thing, but I thought you also had to be able to hear. Okay, cool. Sweet. Are you sure you want to do Bob Doug and not any of your other allies?
I'll get to them.
Okay. Then Bob Doug has... Let me mark that. It's a D6, right?
Yeah.
And what'd you say to him?
I just told him that he was my hero, and that he was gonna help us keep us alive.
I will... Okay, voice. You sound a little bit like the ferryman.
That's right.
Oh. Okay.
You're awesome. You're awesome. You can do this.
Thank you. Fairy voice, man. Orc 1 is up now. And he do a rush around the corner. And is face to face with Sarissa and this ogre. And when he sees you, his eyes go a little bit wide. I'm gonna say he's a sword and board. So let me just mark that down. But that would trigger Sarissa and Bob Doug's reactions for their held attack.
You want Bug Dob to go first?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So, I will swing at him. 21.
Definitely hits, even with his shield.
Okay. And do I have to say Divine Smite before or after? Like, I swing, or...
It is when you hit, you get to choose if you
Okay.
want to smite.
Okay, so... I got 7, plus I'm gonna Divine Smite him, so that's
Okay.
2d8, right?
I believe so, yeah.
So that's 7 plus 7, so 14. It's not very good.
It's a tiny bit less, well, it's a tiny bit less than average for a smite, but it's not bad still. Because an average would be 9 if you do 4.5. Yeah, anyway. He has come around this corner and has taken this brilliant swing of light sword from you. With his eyes wide already, he's like, "Oh fuck!" If orcs could, yeah. And he is really looking rough.
And then Bug Dob should then swing right for his head with his bell, right?
Okay. Bob Doug would take just a second to like look at you and get like a brief moment of recognition that you want him to swing. That definitely hits, right? Wait, hold on. This is an improvised melee weapon, but strength is so high for this ogre that that hits. Okay.
It's a metal covered fist from a ogre.
Yeah, it's definitely an improvised melee weapon, but I'd say it like would take his
He has
punch.
proficiency. He has proficiency with improvised weapons, right?
Proficiency in bell hand,
Yeah, it's in anything improvised.
right?
Just kidding.
But the dude only had 1 hit point left, so it's down. So Orc 1 crumples from a Bob Doug bell hand to the head,
That's fun.
and he's down. So I'm gonna turn him upside down for death, or
I like that.
yeah, I've been doing it. I like it too. Yes, concentration. Thank you for that marker on yourself there, Mr. Neal. Orc number 2, having taken a shot from, I think, yeah, he was taking a shot from Rio. Doesn't want to go much further, so he's actually going to hide behind this wall. Well, okay, no, he's got at least some kind of a ranged attack, so he's going to try to... You were stealth, but then you hit him with an attack, and that pretty much gives away your position. You don't have bonus action stealth, so yeah. So he's going to take an attack. However, I don't think a 10 plus anything is probably going to hit you. Just remember, Rio, that your AC is dependent on your weapon that is out for like the last thing you did. So with a longbow, you don't have the +2. Also, you're muted right now. So whatever you just said.
Right. It's 2 down
But still.
from max unless I'm actually holding a shield, which is a deliberate action if I've got a bow in my hand. Can't shoot and use a shield at the same time.
Not yet. You may be able to get something like that crafted or found on a whatever, but
Yeah, this isn't Pathfinder.
yeah.
I need DM discretion on that.
Does a 15 hit without the shield?
Correct.
It does?
Affirmative.
I thought your AC with the shield was like 18.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought it was 18:6. I thought it was 16:14. This character, it's 18:16.
Okay.
So a 15 would miss.
So it does miss. So he took a shot with a hand crossbow. And he's ducked back behind the wall. So let me mark that. These guys all have a ranged attack of some kind. So, fuck, you should know that, but now you do. Whatever it is, I'll decide at the time. It could be hand crossbow, heavy crossbow, light crossbow, or bow, or longbow, whatever.
I have a question when
Yeah.
you're done with Rio. I was going to say real quick, since me and Bug Dog took out number 1 on our turn, or with our reaction, would it be possible for us to drag him like in with us so he's not laying there should somebody else come ripping around the edge of the house? Does that make sense?
On
Like,
your
instead of
turn,
Okay.
you can't use movement on as a reaction for the held stuff.
Okay.
Unless
but on
that's
our
the
turn, we
only
could-
thing you want to say you're holding, like a dash action. I'm okay with
Okay. Okay.
that.
All right.
Okay, so 2. I've declared he has a hand crossbow, so I'm gonna make that. And I just made up another weapon for him. Okay, Orc 3. Probably, let's see, perception check. Yeah, probably heard the absolute death of his orc buddy around the corner. He's gonna be kind of a little bit cautious.
Have you ever heard the sound a man makes when he's stabbed? I have. Who am I?
He's gonna
Christopher Lee.
He's gonna come to
When
here.
they were talking Lord of the Rings, they wanted Grima to go up behind Saruman and stab him and have him scream. And Christopher Lee goes, "Have you ever heard the sound a man makes when he's been stabbed?" I have. They don't
Oh
scream.
Jesus!
Yeah,
They
no,
don't?
He said that to. No, Usually, if you get catered anywhere in the bread box, you go. You exhale. It's a natural reaction.
Yeah.
Apparently, Christopher Lee knew that from World War II.
I could see that.
He had stabbed quite a few people.
Right, he was Commando or SAS.
Yeah, he was something badass.
Okay, so Orc 3 is being cautious. He will actually also... Oh, fuck. So, he tries to be stealthy, but he rolled a 1, so that's not happening. But
he trips and falls.
Yeah, you definitely know he's behind this tree, but he has cover, at least from this direction, so... Orc 4 is fairy fired, so he sees that he is lit up, and he's not happy about it. Are there saving throws after that? Or just lasts a minute? Or until concentration is broken? I don't think there's saving throws every turn for the... You're muted if you're talking.
Yeah, I don't think there are saves. It's
Okay.
just until I lose my concentration, yeah.
So Orc 4 sees that Orc 2 is hiding, however. 5, 10, 15. He'll go there. He'll see Rio. He'll take a shot. 8 plus 5 is definitely not going to hit. So Orc 4, with his light crossbow, I'm going to say, misses Rio, and then ducks behind with Orc 2. And I'll figure out some other weapon that he has eventually. Orc 5 also hates that he's lit up, and then sees Orc 3 sneaking around, and may have heard something. Maybe Orc 3 signaled to him that something shitty is up in the Sarissa area up here, so he's gonna just kind of stick around there. Not that any of you know that, but he's not gonna try anything yet. Orc 6, same basic thing. Sees the trepidation on all the orcs before him so far. How far can he get? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'm going to say he's not that bright. Doesn't know how much speed he has. So he's going to get to there. And with his javelin. 4. God damn it. So it also does not hit. Actually, probably would have been a disadvantage for a javelin against Rio anyway, because it's like more than 30, I think. But he's stuck here. And yeah, exactly. So I gotta pee super quick. That's the orcs before Rio. So Rio, it will be your turn as soon as I come back, and then Sarissa, you'll be shortly after him.
While Riley is out, could I ask for a sound check, please, with the new configuration?
Sounds good.
Excellent.
Yes, sounds good. Nice and loud.
Yes, I'm at disadvantage technically because the Logitech headphones I was using got borked when I added a Logitech wireless mouse. They don't play well together, and Logitech doesn't support in real time. So for the past week, I've been trying to get their attention and getting no support. Don't buy Logitech, folks.
Meanwhile, like all of my camera and a lot of my stuff is Logitech, but just the camera actually at this point.
Duly
Yeah,
noted.
And speakers.
It's pretty hard not to get Logitech webcams. They're pretty good webcams.
Yeah, they used to have decent support, but they've gotten cheap and nasty.
Okay.
They seems like I try to. Well, yeah. It seems like everybody has it. Sucks.
I'm gonna do a thing here. Rio, it is your turn.
Okay. Number 2 has withdrawn. So may I ask if 6 has taken any damage?
6 has not been damaged so far.
Drat. Well, I'll take a shot at 6.
Okay. Let me, Okay, yeah.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll hit for sure.
$13 damage.
Okay. He's looking bloody from that one attack. Movement, bonus action.
Oh, Rangers poison arrows.
I don't know what that means.
Let me look that up for you.
Also, is that a homebrew spell or? Because we had that issue with some of Shannon's spells. And I think one of yours as well that I didn't recognize from 5e.
Checking source. Roll 20 does not tell me where it came from. So hang on just a second as I activate DuckDuckGo.
That's what I used to.
Yeah. And the weird thing for mine was I didn't have homebrew turned on either, so I have no idea where this came from.
I thought you sent a screenshot that said you did.
No, I thought I had it on, and I checked, and I'm like, oh, it's not on. So where the hell did that come from?
It's called Rangers Poison Arrows.
I think it might be a Pathfinder spell.
I'm not seeing that
I
anywhere.
don't have Pathfinder set up on this.
Oh, okay, so then, like I said, there's weird spells creeping in, and even without homebrew on, so I don't know.
What's it called, John? Rangers Poison Arrows?
Affirmative.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that anywhere on D&D Beyond, even in homebrew. Well, actually, no, I didn't look in homebrew. I'm sorry.
It's from Path of Exile. Poison arrow.
The fuck is that? It's a spell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now my internet decides to... Okay, there we go.
Stealth roll?
What?
Do you think a stealth roll would be appropriate to attempt that?
For the Rangers Poison Arrows?
No, Mask of the Wild.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that part. Rangers Poison Arrows is a homebrew by NY Cowboys Fan 71 on D&D Beyond.
Well, let me cuss out roll 20.
Yeah. Fucking living in New York and being a Cowboys fan. Get out of here, man. Whatever.
So let's set that aside and instead do Mask of the Wild.
That one I also have never heard of. How does that work?
Oh, that is 5e. Authentic 5e.
Okay, is that a ranger like bonus action? Oh, it's
It is an elven thing,
there. He is. Yeah, half elf.
a wood elf thing.
Nice. I see.
Okay, cool. I guess you're
So
gonna have
do
to
you
read
want a
it.
stealth roll on that?
You're gonna have to read it to me because I don't. I'm trying to find it to see how it works. So just read it out.
It says, Mask of the Wild. You can attempt to hide, even when you are only lightly obscured by foliage, heavy rain, falling snow, mist, and other natural phenomena.
As a bonus action.
It doesn't specify, but
Special.
Yeah, it does not specify. You're okay. I see it now. Usually, like hiding.
so
Hiding's an
hiding,
action.
Hiding's an action.
Unless you're a rogue.
Unless you're a rogue, right?
Level 2 or higher rogue. So yeah, since hide is normally an action, it doesn't specify that it makes it a bonus action in this case. Your attack was your action.
Never mind.
Yeah. You can still get cover, obviously, from the well you're behind, but
Yeah. Favored foe then.
okay, that's a bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that adds an extra 1d4.
To one specific thing, right? That you can, or to all orcs.
No. To that orc particularly for 1 minute.
Okay. Cool.
And
All right.
Every time I hit him, it's an extra d4.
Favored foe
Can I ask
shares the same initials as Fairy Fire, but I got it.
Yeah, right.
Because yeah, but good, yeah. What's your question?
So add a 4 to his damage.
Oh, so you can do that after you hit?
Yes, it
Oh.
requires hitting first.
Copy. Okay, so that's Orc 6. Done.
That is not transferable for the duration of that
Okay.
concentration.
Oh, it's concentration? Is Hunter's Mark concentration also? It is, right?
Yes. This is Hunter's Mark Light.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's dumb that they would have them both be concentration, but... Alright. Okay. I'm assuming you're not moving?
Affirmative.
Retaining cover. Okay, Sarissa, what's your question?
Oh, it just had to do with the Mask of the Wild. And it says it's a free action or a no action.
Where does it say that? Or are you asking?
I'm just reading. I'm reading in their forum because somebody says, well, it would be the same action economy for anybody to hide. You'd have to use an action, and then
Yes.
a DM, gave a really good explanation and said, no, it's a special role for Wood Elf race, and there are so few of those, since anybody can hide in lightly obscured areas, that it's basically would be a worthless trait, which are so rarely given for sub races that for it to be mentioned specifically, that for it to be a free action is actually what makes sense, is because Wood Elves are so highly aligned with nature that it would make sense that it would be no action for them. And then he gives an example saying it's similar to the flying ability for Aarakocra, because realistically all races can fly, but it's specifically the Aarakocra's specialty flying subrace or race thing that what I mean, that it's not the same action economy. I'm just reading what this DM wrote in their forum, saying that it says it's a free action, and this DM argues why it's a free action versus the action economy that every other race would have to use to hide. That it's not actually an action for a Wood Elf because it comes to them because of their sub race. It comes to them naturally, like it's not an action. It's just something they do if they're in the right environment.
So the problem
It's
is,
what makes them special.
part of his premise is incorrect, though. Every race, every race, yeah. Just because he's a DM doesn't mean he's right. Every race in the game cannot hide when they're lightly obscured. That's incorrect. They have to be hiding behind something. Lightly obscured in this case, especially, means in just a snowfall. Like other races can't hide in falling snow.
He said since anyone can attempt to hide in lightly obscured areas.
But he's wrong.
He said anyone.
That's incorrect.
Well, I could attempt to hide in a lightly obscured area. It doesn't mean I'd be successful. He's wording it as anybody can attempt.
No, you can't.
Anybody can do this.
No, you can't. That's what I'm saying. He's incorrect. You have to be trying to hide. You have to be trying to hide behind something that can be hidden behind.
Yeah.
And it costs an action to do so.
Auto succeed or simply vanish either. It says you don't automatically succeed, and you simply or simply vanish. You would still need to roll to make the attempt, beating the passive perception of the creature you're trying to hide from. It's a special rule for the Wood Elf race. They get so few specifically as it is, since anyone can attempt to hide in lightly obscured areas with no guarantee that it's going to work. It would be a worthless trait for a subrace to have if specifically mentioning hiding this way that is available to anyone and used only in the same way as all other races can hide.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, what he's saying makes sense to me.
But
like,
he's
it's what makes Wood Elves special.
But the problem is you're not understanding that he is wrong when he says that. You in the book and rules is written, you can't hide just because you're in snow. Which is part of what this Wood Elf thing says. You can try to hide with a light snowfall. But in rules is written, nobody can just hide because it's snowing or because it's heavy rain. They have to be hiding behind something.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
No, he's not.
Trying to hide.
He's trying to justify it using an incorrect depiction of how hiding works.
Lightly obscured area.
You can't just, like, most players, characters, etc., classes, etc., cannot just hide because there's a snowfall
but
or rain.
Yeah, he's not saying that.
That's literally what he said when you read it out.
I just read the sentence. I'll read it to you again. I completely disagree.
Shannon,
I won't hold the game up.
Don't read it again. You've read it twice. A player cannot even attempt to hide in light snowfall.
But I could.
No, you can't.
I'm going to attempt to hide, and you'd say you can't do that. I'd say, well, I'm going to try anyway.
You would completely waste. You would waste your entire action.
My point. That's my point, though. But I could still do it. That's why I'm reading this. Anybody can try it, and it's a complete waste of time. You could still try it.
You're misunderstanding what he is saying. Then it's okay. We are going to move on.
I disagree.
Okay, that's fine. Rio took his shot. Orc 7 is still inside, but he gets outside now, so somebody can label this guy as Orc 7. He spent like maybe half his movement. He's got a bunch more he can use, but that's Orc 7. Yeah, the one that just popped up in the front door.
Alright.
He gets out. Let's do a little... that's good enough intelligence to kind of see what's going on with his other orc brethren. Even with a -2, maybe not actually. He'd use his full movement to get about here. There'd probably be some orc chatter, so he'd probably dash to get back. So that's where he's doing. He'll listen to his orc people if he doesn't understand right away. Orc. So now it's Sarissa. It is your turn, followed by 2 orcs and Bob Doug, and then Neil.
Okay, we'll drag.
So
if we drag the body out of the way, that's my entire action.
No, but you would also have, like, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt that you were close enough to the edge of this building to see. Orc 3 did a bad job of hiding. Like, he rolled a 1. So you probably noticed Orc 3 noticing dead Orc 1.
Okay.
So he knows. Like, you know that he knows and they know that someone's here. So it's up to you if you still want to use your... I'd say, like, half movement speed for dragging, but you'd still have either an action or a bonus action if you wanted to use it. But yeah, that's only if you drag.
I'm gonna I will. Orcs aren't overly smart, are they? I mean, they're like super wise or intelligent, right?
Give me an intelligence, or well,
Why would I make an intelligence check for an orc?
to
Like, to
know
see if I
to
know?
yeah. So it would be either be whatever your best stat would be between history, nature, or just a straight intelligence check. You can choose. Plenty. They have -2 to their intelligence.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm gonna get Bug Dob's attention for us to scooch down to the other side of the house. Does that make sense? Like I'll pick up a
Sure.
rock or whatever and just kind of chuck it off in that direction to make a little noise, but we'll just tippy toe down to this end.
So just you have how many feet of movement speed?
Well, if you dash, don't you get double?
Yes. So you're dashing.
And the house is 45 feet, so
So you're spending. I didn't hear you say you were spending your action to dash. Are you doing that?
yes.
Okay. And even with Bob Doug being difficult terrain because you're running through an ally, yes, that's fine.
Okay. Then I'm gonna, I'll be like, come down to this end. And
Okay.
we'll just leave dead orc in that corner of the house.
Okay. Next up is Orc Ocho, who will also be exiting the house finally. Let's see if he rolls a no. No, that's a shitty intelligence check as well. So he'll spend some movement. He's another 20-ish. Getting to there. Where, yes, his orc brethren will once again say, hey, stop it. And he'll listen. So he'll have used his dash action just to kind of move one more space. And Orc 9, also inside the house, gets out as well. And another... Actually, that's a good intelligence check. So he notices what's going on. And he'll kind of stack up with these guys. Wait, hold on. Shit. Neil. Fairy Fire. Remind me, please. You've maintained concentration, but they only do their check at the moment the spell is cast, right?
Right, that's it.
Otherwise, if they are in this thing... Oh, objects in it, so... Okay, so never mind. Cool. I was just making sure if I have to save for all those fairy fires for those other 3 orcs.
No.
Okay. Bob Doug will make his way downtown over to Sarissa. He'll dash. Why not? He won't get he didn't get instructions to be ready for like a held attack, so he won't be as close to Sarissa now. So you're not gonna have to be cramped with him. And we're back at the top of the round with Neil, followed by a bunch of orcs.
Okay, what do I see from where I'm at? Like what? Because I want to know what can see me. Basically, I want to what can I see and what can see me.
You definitely would have noticed Orc 3. If you were to inch a tiny bit to the south, you would probably see Orc 9. Based on angles, you might actually see... You definitely see Orc 6. And that's probably about it. But you've heard a bunch. Orc 3 noticed you. His perception is high enough to do that.
Yeah.
Nope.
Are any of them looking at me or aiming at me with a bow or anything like that?
Well, not yet. Give me a perception check, though. Okay. So Orc 3 saw you. Orc 3 also saw Sarissa leave because he could see the edge of Sarissa as she could see him. And when he saw that bit of Sarissa like leave that corner of the house, you noticed his attention turned to you.
Okay. Does he have a bow?
He has a longbow. Yeah.
He's a longbow. Okay. All right, then I'm gonna move up by this chimney to where I can try to use the chimney as some sort of cover. Would you let me have the chimney as cover?
You already had cover where you were with like maybe only moving an inch or two, but if
Okay.
you
Well, that's fine. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah. Then yeah.
he
I'll
can
pretty
see
much-
you, but yeah, you have cover.
Yeah. Okay. Then I will cast Dissonant Whispers. I will say, Orc, you picked a bad day to fight. And wisdom save, please.
Wisdom save, probably not a strong suit, but he rolled a 19.
Ooh, he makes it. He makes it. On a failed save,
Half damage of a 3d8, is it?
yeah. Is that what it is?
I haven't looked it up in a while.
Successful save. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and doesn't have to move.
3d6.
Okay, yeah, so 3d6. Here we go. Here comes 3d6.
Oh yeah, that's the one where they run away from
I
you.
pissed him off, but woohoo! 17 points of psychic damage.
Okay, so that is 8. Orc 3. Yeah, wait. There it is, okay. Okay. Done.
And yeah, then that's my move. I'll stay there.
Okay. We got a bunch of orc turns. I'll try to make them fast. So we got orc 2. Would once again move out, take a pot shot at Rio with his hand crossbow. That's a 16 plus 5. Probably hits, I'm assuming. Hand crossbow is a d6 as far as I remember, so that's a 3. I think everybody has proficiency with hand crossbow, like even wizards, I think have. So, but proficiency isn't added to damage, so I'm gonna even. Okay, so that's 4 damage to Rio, and then he slinks back behind the house. Orc 3 is quite angry at Mr. Fairy up there. You have half cover, and I believe that adds 2 to your AC?
Yes.
Okay. But he will take a shot with his longbow. It doesn't matter. That's a 1. So, tries, fails miserably. Maybe like the arrow just drops from the bow as he's trying to fire. Orc 4 is fairy fired. Not that it's mattered so far, but he'll also peek out. But with a 6 plus 5, he's not going to hit Rio, and he peeks back to where he was. Orc 5, I've decided, has throwing axes as his ranged attack. So, but he has no one to attack. He's actually going to start slinking around he thinks he can do it all. So 5, 20, 30. That's about as far as you can go, though. So that's his turn. Orc 6 has a sword and a shield and battle axe. which is a one-handed axe, but it's 1d8. Where are you, orcs? There you are. The fairy fired orc. Sorry, not fairy fired. Favored foe. That's what it was. He, however, took some damage and is kind of scared, so he's gonna duck back for now. And maybe try to find an alternate route, but I don't think that there really is one. Yeah. Actually, yeah, he'll spend the rest of his movement getting to, like, here. Okay, I think that's all the orcs up until Rio's turn. So, Rio, you're up. And you see nothing. Aside from a dead orc, Sarissa, an ogre. But you've seen these guys taking some shots at you. And then ducking behind. You're muted.
So I'll move to here, which will give me some cover.
Behind.
LOS on number 2.
I'm assuming you kind of signal me and bug Dob so we realize you're inching forward.
You can't give him.
Or no.
You can't give him ideas, unless you guys want to talk out loud, in character.
Y'all, it's up to y'all to keep your eyes on me because I'm not going to be making any noises.
Okay.
So I'm here behind partial cover.
So I'm going to let you know that is, at best, like a really low shrubbery. Like a foot tops.
How about here?
So, like, if you want to modify your movement based on that information, more than happy to. Still, like, that's basically... So you got the tree, for sure, but it's all, like, low shrubbery around it. So modify your movement if you would like to.
Let me do a measurement.
Okay. But, yeah, from there you could see the edge of number 2. He'd have... I'm just going to say half cover.
Best I can do.
Where you are right now?
Yep.
Okay. So half cover on 2.
I'll shoot at number 2.
Okay.
Favored foe does not count against number 2.
Correct, unless you're... Like, you said you couldn't move it, so yeah.
Right. If I declare it on him, then that'll burn the last one of those I have before a long rest. And I'm going to save that one.
Let's see. 2. You would have... 2 is one you've hit before. So,
Right, but it was 6 that I declared favored foe.
I know. But what I'm saying is you'll have Colossal Slayer.
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
So let me do that.
That's something. A lot of something. $21 hits for sure. Okay.
15 damage.
That is exactly how much he had left. So where does this arrow kill this guy?
Carotid artery. Just like the Scoutmaster in Ghosts. Let me find a picture of him to put into the chat.
Just like my Scoutmaster and Boy Scouts taught us. Go for the carotid if you're ever trying to kill a man. Alright.
And for reference, Christopher Lee was with the Gurkhas in
There we
Italy.
go. That's right.
And no better scholar on effective knife knife placement than Gurkhas.
Christopher Lee was Saruman, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was badass.
He did
in
good.
real life.
Yeah. Two's dead.
Too.
Rio, that's half of your movement, your action. What you want to do with the rest of it?
Yeah.
Want to hide behind the tree, give yourself some cover from the other orcs, or back to the well? Either one, you have the movement for.
Done.
Cool. After Rio is Orc 7. Who is... 7 saw 3 get hit with something, and 3 hated it. Maybe even... I'm gonna decide that he couldn't see the whispers, like the spell, like line. Yeah. So.
Right.
Doesn't know what 3 got hit by. Is a little bit scared, but these are orcs. They tend to fight to the death according to this book. So, you know what? He's gonna try climbing,
Nice.
but even with a strength score +3. They have athletics somewhere on this? No, they don't have athletics specifically, so just be... his hand... You don't see what happens, but off camera, his hands and legs slip a couple times, but he's able to get his... From your vantage point, you can't see. So, you don't know this, but he has got far enough. You can hear some scraping coming from like down to the south of you, Neil. He's got his hands up onto the roof. He's kind of dangling. You don't know that because you can't see it, but you heard some scrufflings and you blah blah. So I gotta put that in my notes really quick. Hold on. Okay. Wait, that was orc. Wait, what? I fucked up. Okay. No, okay, I'm gonna stick with that. However, it's not 7, it's 8. So you actually from your vantage point would have seen the hands get up there.
Okay.
7, I can't remember what I had him do last, so I think he's just scared. No, it was 7. Fuck me. Okay, sorry, because Sarissa's up next. Okay, it was 7. You didn't hear it. Blah blah. Done. So hands. Okay. Damn it. So many people to keep track of. Okay, Sarissa, you're up now.
Sarissa will motion to Bug Dob for us to keep heading around and to ooch along the east side of the house. So.
Okay. And you also would have heard, but not seen, Rio fire a shot and you would have heard like the death throes of Orc 2, if that helps anything. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll motion to Bug Dob because our backs are open right now, and and I heard the noise, so I know something's going on. So I'll ooch down and crouch right on this corner.
You would see the edge of Dead Orc 2 laying on the ground.
Okay.
But nothing else.
Okay.
You can if you want to give me a perception check, but you probably don't even need to. You can hear some heavy breathing, some like armor rustling from this area.
Okay. And I'm just gonna tell Bug Dob that we're just kind of tuck it in like we did on the other corner, and and I'm holding my action. If somebody sticks their head around the corner, they're gonna get tatered, and I'm gonna tell Bug Dob, same thing as last time, buddy.
That was gonna be my question if you were holding an action, but okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Now it's number 8's. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, Bug Dob's got his own initiative. That's right.
Yep.
Never mind.
Number 8's turn. 8. I kind of like this. 8's gonna see. Actually, give me a stealth roll, Sarissa, and even if you like, I would assume you're trying to be like not loud. But
Yeah.
remember that you have the
Maybe 5.
disadvantage because of your armor.
So they can hear me over all the other noise?
We'll see. There's not a lot of noise going on because some orcs are getting killed by an arrow, but there's not like the clang of...
5.
Okay. So, okay, it's actually gonna... Okay. His perception is high enough versus that stealth. He was looking at 7, seeing 7 climb up there, and he was thinking about doing the same thing, but he did hear Sarissa. So let's do an intelligence check to decide. That's a 2, baby. So he's dumb. He's going to try climbing up as well. With a strength check of 12 plus 3, he'll get about the same. He's going to get elbows up. So forearms are over the roof, but the rest of him is still dangling. You can see this, Neil, for sure, because your angle is fine for it. So you see 2 orc forearms hanging from the roof, and the 7 has, you can't see it, but 7 has just the hands on the roof. That's his turn. Let me put that in notes, sorry. Okay, orc 9. 9! Didn't hear Sarissa, too far away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to join orc 5. And that's his turn. Doug Bob. Also just spend he's got 40 feet of movement, so he's perfectly happy. Sarissa, hearing him come around, would you signal to him to get close to you to have that ready to attack, or kind of stay back?
Yeah, that's what I said, is we're going to do exactly what we did at that last corner.
So once again, kind of uncomfortably close to you, but also once again not giving you disadvantage on the attack. I have to use the rest. I got pee again really quickly. Neil, you're going to be up, and then a bunch of orcs, and then Rio. So if you guys want to take it's 5, for me at least. We started late, but we could take a short break here if we want to, or wait for later.
Okay.
Or short break.
You guys want to do?
It's gonna take me less than a minute to pee, so.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Don't get shot, Neil. They're coming up. I could see Neil running over the edge and stepping on their hands or something, or this little knife stabbing them. I can also see Neil breaking out his little makeup kit, and instead of making himself look like a devil, he's painting his face so he looks like the shingles on a roof. Laser, you can't see his hands and his face all painted up like wood.
You've been muted the whole time, Justin.
I was laughing. I didn't say anything much.
I think an unarmed attack from Neil would heal the target based on his strength. -1, probably.
Me? No.
No?
I'm +1.
Did you roll for stats? You did, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you got... Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Okay, cool. So, Neil, you're up.
Okay.
You know where 3 is. You've heard some scrabbling to your south. You know where 8 is. And that's probably about it.
Okay. I'm going to. I saw this guy. I saw number 8 climbing up, right?
Yeah, you see his forearms.
Okay. So I'm gonna move. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Your fly speed is 30, right?
Yeah.
Your walking speed is less, though. Isn't it 25? Like the other short races? Or did they just say, hey, you're probably just going to glide or fly everywhere you go? So
Actually, just says walking. It says walking 30.
okay. Weird that they give you 30, but like goblins and
Yeah.
dwarves and whatever, yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. So yeah, I'll use my move action to get to there. Then I will use my bonus action to give Rio Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. Make
And
note of
then
that, Rio.
Then I will take the dodge action.
Okay.
Dodge, parry, thrust.
All right.
Remember that?
What was it?
Funny. Dodge,
Oh,
parry,
no.
thrust. Remember where he's doing that on the the one cartoon character's getting all badass and spinning his stave, and Bugs Bunny just sticks his finger out and stops the stave, and then the character starts winging around instead.
No, I don't remember that.
I don't.
Yeah, Google it. It's an old Bugs Bunny one. The guy goes, dodge, parry, thrust. And then he gets his ass beat by Bugs Bunny.
So Orc 3 would have seen you leave his line of sight and is now unsure what the F to do. This is going to be like one of those episodes, that meme of like running through doors and trying to capture the guy, and like all doors lead to other doors, and the Benny Hill kind of stuff. That's what this fight's going to be, apparently.
Oh yeah, it's guard, turn, parry, dodge, spin, and then yeah. Okay, my bad.
Orc 3 gets to about there, and he's gonna hold. Yeah, you don't know. Okay. Orc 4. He's got. His perception check was lower than your stealth roll, so he does not know that Sarissa exists around this corner. However, oh, fucking Bob Doug rolled a 20 for his stealth. Crazy. -1 is 19. Fine. So 4 has no idea. He steps over his fallen brethren, goes around here, is unhappy to see what he sees around this corner. Wouldst thou, Sarissa, and Bob Doug like to unleash thou's attacks?
With advantage.
Yes.
Okay, so Sarissa will do her sword swing. Let me get to my action. So, bam. That's not so good.
With advantage.
And then, oh fuck, I didn't do very good. So 11 was the highest I got.
This guy is dual daggers. So he has the base orc AC of 13. So he gets one of the daggers up just in time to parry your attack. Bob Doug following your lead.
Yep.
Rolls a 9 plus 6, I think he has, actually. Even for what? You don't have...
Advantage.
Oh, with it. Oh, yeah. That's less. That's 4. Strength is +4, so 6. That's 10. Plus, he doesn't have proficiency in improvised weapons, which I said on the last time I had him to swing with the bell. I can't see a reason that would hit. So he parries Sarissa's sword attack, ducks under Bob's like wild swing of the bell hand. Yeah, even with proficiency, I don't think that would have hit. Yeah, so even with Fairy Fire, got super fucking lucky. That was the reaction attacks. He has his attacks now, and since Sarissa is closest, he will try to dual dagger attack you with a 19 plus. They're orcs, so they don't have good dex, but so 19 plus 1 plus 2, so 22.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, 1d4 plus 1. That's a d6. What am I doing? That's a 1 plus 1, so 2 damage. Second dagger comes in to attack you. 17 plus. Does a 17 flat hit you?
No.
Okay. Does an 18 hit you?
No.
I don't think that. So for dual wielding, they don't get their dex bonus for damage, right? But do they get their dex bonus or proficiency bonus for the to hit? It's the same to hit, I think. Justin, anybody? Fuck, I forgot how.
You're not just using the orc stat block. I don't know.
The orc stat block does not include different weapons. They all have a great axe on the stat block, right. So I've been varying it up.
So whatever, yeah, it would be similar to that. Well,
no. So great axe is strength. So I'm discounting that because they have more strength than they have dex. Daggers are dex. So they have a lower to hit with daggers. But also,
why are daggers dex?
Because they're light finesse. Well, I suppose they could be strength, couldn't they? If they're finesse.
I think so, because I think the finesse just gives the option.
True. Interesting. Kind of forgot about that. But still, okay. What is your AC, Sarissa, with your Shield of Faith?
20.
And also, this is the first time you've been hit, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So concentration check after that first hit. You need a 10 or higher, with your plus to con saves.
17.
Yeah, you're fine. I'm gonna say it misses. So gets you a little bit like not a great like maybe glancing off of your shoulder, like the exposed part of your shoulder for 2 damage total. The second one,
okay.
You get your shield up in time and it glances off the shield. That's 4's attack, bonus attack, so action, bonus action, movement. He's kind of scared and stupid, though. Oh, you've already used your reaction. Fuck. Yeah, he may have thought he'd be attacked, but he's still scared and stupid. But you guys do not have reactions right now, so he's going to run away.
Wait, we don't have reactions because we held our turn?
Yep. You use your reaction to unleash your held action.
So if you hold an action, you lose your reaction even if somebody hits you?
You don't lose your reaction until you choose to use your reaction to unleash your held action. I know I made that sound hard stupider than it is, but that's the best way I could describe it.
Never even thought about that.
Yeah. It costs a reaction to unleash your held attack. Rules is written. I'm not making that one up.
Sure, but like an opportunity attack would be something else entirely that
correct.
you were planning on doing.
Or like shield, like throwing up a shield spell, like all of those things are reactions. You have one reaction per round. Orc 4 done. Took some. Oh, it took no damage, right? Fuck yeah. Okay. Orc 5 is still sneaking around this house. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's not really hurt. He's heard something. He's going to dash. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he will get around the house and see Ogre and Sarissa and you guys. He's not sneaking, so you guys know he's there. And you see he's glowing still, because I don't think Neil has done anything to break that concentration. Yeah. Orc 6 is favored foe still. He is scared of Rio. Seeing his fellow orcs over here, like, not doing anything, will also dash. But once he gets around the corner, he sees Rio, and he gets back behind the house. So, and Rio, you would have noticed that. I mean, in combat, generally, everybody has awareness of everybody else, unless there's some stealth rolls or whatever involved. So, Rio, you are up with Sarissa close by, but an orc in between you. You are also muted.
Is that Sarissa under the icon?
Yes. The ogre is very close to her based on instructions. But yeah, she's right under it.
Right next to his armpit. Ugh.
I wish we could like layer the tokens better somehow, but oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, but you obviously see, by the way, number 5 here, who's sparkling. And you're a ranger. I think rangers do have access to the possibility of fairy fire. I think that's one of your spells, possibly. So you would know what that is. I think they do. Yep. Oh, wait, no.
Not at this level.
No. Is it level 2? Oh, you don't have it at all. Fuck. Okay. So, no. I mean, but you see them sparkling, so you obviously know they're there. Whatever.
Well, hasn't Neil used this before we were fighting together? It seems like, didn't you, Justin?
I don't know if Neil has used it since you guys met Rio.
I'm trying to remember.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Anyway. It's a sparkly target, nonetheless. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Rio, with this info? I think I already told you, you would have noticed either 6 or 3 go around the corner, see you, and duck behind the house again. So if that matters at all too.
Move
Okay.
clockwise around the tree
Okay.
and target number 2.
2's dead. That's why he's upside down and red.
Target number 4.
Okay. 4 has not taken damage. So
Advantage.
Yep, with advantage.
Then it's time.
Yeah. We'll find out. Roll that beautiful attack roll footage. Yeah, 21 hits. Orc 4. Okay.
12 damage.
Okay. Not quite bloody, but on the cusp of it.
Then backpedal 5.
Okay. From there, we're gonna say these. Actually, that's a fucking tough choice here. This looks like 4 trees. Like 4 trees to you guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 1 banyan.
I was thinking it could have maybe been one that
Right.
grew weird, but yeah. So we got a trunk here, trunk in the middle of wherever the tree canopy is. So you currently do not have cover. Just letting you know. Unless you wanted to move. I think you were here, right? So you could, instead of moving to here, you could maybe move to like, yeah, so you can get half cover from the tree trunk. Okay. Orc 7. Did you want to use a bonus action?
Nope.
Orc 7, not knowing any better, would continue to climb up. Yeah, he makes it up. Has another... He doesn't see anything. Like, I'm going to say that this slope is... another 5 feet high from where he is? That sounds reasonable for an attic. No? Maybe. Fuck, I don't know. But he cannot see Neil. He's got another, let's say, half his movement to pull himself up. That's 5. That's 10. He definitely sees Neil now. And this is Orc 7, who I have determined has... Oh, fuck, I have not determined what he has. I've got longbow, light crossbow, thrown axes, short bow. What don't I have as ranged? I have javelins on someone, I think. Or maybe that person died. Or that orc died, I don't remember. Sling. He's got a sling, baby.
Nice. Disadvantage, please, because I'm dodging.
Oh, shit, yeah, okay. Oh, thank God. He rolled an 18 and a 2. So he does that whole sling thing and then launches that whatever his ammo is at you, and how do you dodge it? How do you get out of the way of it?
Oh, I just like I move my butt. It's like just switch my butt to one direction and just goes like right past.
Gotcha. So
It's like, whoa, what was that?
he's actually really annoyed by that. And he throws the sling to the ground. Like, why did I try to pick this? This is stupid. And I'm gonna remove sling from his inventory, which is just a thing that I'm doing as we go. And he's gonna pull out 2 hand axes. So you see that. That's his turn entirely. It has 5 more feet, so he steps over the thing and he's getting closer. Sarissa, you are up.
I'll turn. Let's see. Has number 5? Does he look bloodied at all?
5. Nope. Taking no hits.
Okay.
You would have seen Rio step out, shoot something to the south of the house. You would have heard.
Okay.
You would have heard the impact.
Okay.
If that matters.
Can I just move a little bit? I guess I'll
Sure.
just tuck under his armpit and I'll just motion for him, follow me, and I'll just take a swing at number 5.
Okay.
My
With
sword.
advantage.
Okay.
Fairy fire.
Oh fuck. Let's see. That's not very good. 2 and 1. So yeah,
Jesus.
didn't hit him.
He sees you coming. He sees you somehow. Let's just say there's a little bit of a mud patch you didn't notice on the ground, and you slip as you're swinging. That's your action and some of your movement. You have more movement. You have a bonus action if you have something.
Is he one of the guys? He's the guy with the throwing axes, right?
5 has, yes, thrown axes, and his melee weapon is a 2-handed axe.
Okay, so if I use some of my movement to back away, does he get an opportunity attack? 'Cause
He
it's my
would.
turn?
He has not used a reaction.
Okay, well I'll just stay right there then.
Okay. Next up is Orc Ocho, who is dangling from the roof by his forearms. Would also... That's a nat 20. He pulls himself up and loses like 5 feet of movement, but he's got another 25. He sees Orc 7 looking at something with axes drawn. Gets up in that... Oh, he probably like here though. Gets up in that, sees Neil. Orc 8, I have not decided what his weapons are because he hasn't had to use them yet. I've got a person with a glaive, dual daggers, 2-handed axe and sword and battle axe. I had dual daggers on another oh yeah, I said that. He's got a staff. One of those like battle staff, whatever. Which I think is a 1d6 or 1d8 versatile.
With disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Why?
Because I'm dodging.
Oh shit, you're still dodging. It's still same turn. Okay. Yeah, but he will approach. And do the swingy swing. 17. 16. One of those is gonna hit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right.
Both do.
So he is using a 2-handed swing,
Uh oh, here we go.
which is a D. Where's my D8? There it is. 7. Fuck. Okay. And
7?
it's there's strength involved also. So 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Okay.
And then give me a concentration, I believe, for your fairy fire.
Yep. Trying to apply damage. It's not working. Attempts.
I've decided he has throwing stars as his ranged option.
Okay. All right. Here it comes. Con
1d4.
save.
Oh no. So, Sarissa, you see the sparklies drop from 5. And you guys do not see the sparklies drop from 4. But they do. And that is the action of Orc 8. Orc 9. I've also not decided what their weapon is. That might be the net guy. Yeah. But he's way the fuck away from all of you, so. And nets have like disadvantage on every attack unless you take I think it's the hand crossbow expert or crossbow, whatever. He's gonna branch out from the rest of his orc brethren, who 2 of them are going that way. He's kind of curious what's going on down here, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. He's gonna dash. And only make it to there. Okay. Okay. We are back to the... No, Bob Doug's turn. He is gonna attack what Sarissa attacks. So he'll go here. Take his swing. Natural 20 for Bob Doug.
Woo!
I gotta figure out how the fuck to do that though, because it's with unarmed attacks, they're just a flat. Unless you're a monk, they're a flat number, so you don't. It's not a die, so you don't double.
There's no die
For unarmed
Isn't it
attacks.
like-
improvised weapon.
Isn't
No.
it like a 6 or just
Whoa.
a D6 or something like
Good
that, or
point.
a D8 depending on their size?
I think improvised is generally a D4. But if you're as
Like-
large as he is, I was gonna say
And
1d6.
you're holding a 50-pound bell.
Yeah. You know what?
Like my unarmed strike is just 4.
Hey, good
If I hit
arguments.
you, it's 4.
Based on my crit rules, I roll 3 times to take the 2 highest. I'm going to make it a D8. 4, 5, and 4. So that's 9 points of damage plus his strength modifier of 4. So that's 13 damage to number 5. So 5 has officially taken some damage now and looks bloodied.
Number 5 has had his bell rung.
But
Wah, wah.
we should add that to our quotes if we had a list of our quotes, which
Right.
I want to, but I'm not good at.
He's had his bell rung.
Okay, so that is Bob Doug. He looks to Sarissa like
Okay.
good.
I give him a high five, like right on, bug dub.
He high fives with
Devil
his non-bell hand.
Right, so he doesn't crush me.
Yeah, and he does it gingerly. So yeah, he's aware. Neil, you're up. If you guys need to take a break, let me know. I'm good for now.
I'm up again.
Yeah.
I got confused.
It's been a long time.
Has it?
Yeah. I'm trying to go quick.
That's true. It's true. Okay, then let's see. I'm in melee with Orc 8.
True. You can also remove concentration from yourself if you want to.
Yes. Good point. I am going to go for it. I am going to do Dissonant Whispers. I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers at 2nd level
Okay.
against Orc 8.
Okay. Wisdom save?
Yes, Wisdom 14.
That is a... Oh, with the wisdom score, that is a 13.
Woohoo! All right, so I say something like, "Shoo, shoo, shoo, this is your bad day."
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said, "This is your bad day."
Okay.
And that is 18 points. That's
Shit.
damage,
Wow.
and he must use his on his next turn. He must use his everything he's got to move away from me.
You said 18, right?
Yes.
Holy
sh-
guacamole.
Wait, are you sure it's next turn? Or doesn't he use his reaction to immediately move?
Does he use his reaction? Is it reaction?
That's what I thought that's what it was last time, but make sure.
Might be right.
Seems like it was reaction.
I thought
like,
so, too.
He immediately was like,
Yes,
"Whoa."
you're right. Immediately use its reaction if available.
And he has not used it.
To move as far, yeah. Okay, so he has to move as far as his speed allows. So I guess it's like 6 squares or something.
He would... That's a tough one. Oh, he's so dumb, though. Yeah, no, dude, he would run off the roof. And fall. I wanted him not to, but he dumb. Dumb roll. Oh, he takes a full full 6 damage from his fall. Not that you know that.
And then,
Okay.
as a bonus action, I will cast Healing Word on myself.
And which rule are you using for that? I think you have to, based on my rules, since you have cast a leveled spell.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have to choose the. It doesn't do max healing.
Oh yeah, I can't. I can't even do it.
No, you can. I allow my healing spells to be action, bonus action, even reaction.
I see. Okay.
But since you've used a leveled spell, you can only choose the roll as normal for the healing, and if you roll really shitty, there's a chance you can get your spell slot back. So healing word yourself if that's what you're using.
Yep, I did. So I rolled 5 points.
1d4 plus 3?
Yeah.
Okay. That is less than half of the d4 total. So we haven't had to do this in a while, but I like this rule, so I want to keep it going. So what we go out? Healing. I have these things in bold so that they're more easily. What the fuck? Where'd I put it? Oh, there we go. Can do another leveled spell in the same turn. A 50% chance to refund the spell slot, but I've re-advised. Okay. So roll a D100.
That is a 98.
Oh yeah. You get that spell slot back.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah, if you heal, if the dice roll is less than half of the average, you have a percentile dice chance based on a bunch of other factors that to get that spell slot. So yeah, cool. So you gain 5 hit points. You do not lose that first level healing, first level spell slot. That was your turn, right? Action, bonus action. You have movement.
Yes, I have movement.
7 is still there, so.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm. Neil is just gonna stay there. He's looks at number 7 and says, "What are you gonna do?" And that's his turn.
Try to kill you. What's that? Okay. Orc 3. He's just gonna run. So that's with his dash. He does, however, see Ogre and Sarissa, but he sees his buddy and he wants to help his buddy. So
They're bros.
they're all orc bros, bro. So he'll try to square up against this ogre with his buddy. And I would like the 3 of you, not today unless you want to make the decision quickly or in the next hour or whatever. Would you guys like flanking as a rule that would work both for players and enemies? I generally say no because it just makes things more complicated, but it could make things more fun for strategic placement of yourself. But again, enemies will know that they can do it too. So decide eventually. It doesn't matter literally right now. Orc 4, which is this guy who's no longer fairy fired. 5, 10. He will be able to get up next to Sarissa. And he has decided earlier dual daggers. Oh, he was the one that hit you earlier with 2 damage. That's a nat 20. So D4s times 3. That's a 1. That's a 4. That's a 4. So he does... He's only got a dex of 1, so that's 9 damage piercing to Sarissa with his first strike. Second strike is 2. Proficiency is 2. 15 to hit?
No.
Okay, so the second dagger just glances, like you took the first dagger hard, and when you did, you bunched over enough, and the second dagger was trying to go up like higher, but it just glanced off your shoulder, pauldrons.
Okay.
That's his action, bonus action. Orc 5, which is where? Oh, the one that's been like clobbered by you and the ogre. He ain't gonna leave. Yeah, he ain't gonna leave shit. Oh wait, yeah, sorry. You have, by the way, healing spells are reactions. I think if you want.
Does number 4 look like he's been hit at all?
4 is almost bloodied.
Pretty good.
Almost bloodied.
Okay. And what about number 5?
5 is bloodied.
Okay. What about number 3?
3 is
Stupid.
is not nearly as close to bloodied as 4.
Okay.
Stupid or brave?
Yeah.
Too.
Sometimes both. I think that there's if you have the link to the rules that I've kind of modified, right, Sarissa?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just, cause you're a paladin. What's it called? Lay on hands. So kind of like with how you use healing spells. Lay on hands, an action to heal 50% or more of a target's maximum. 50% or more of your maximum lay on hands pool. Otherwise, you're welcome to use it as a bonus action, reaction, or an action if it's less than that 50%. So if you choose to, you could lay on hands yourself for less than what you have, like 20, right now.
Yes.
So you could give yourself 9 as a reaction. You could use healing word or cure wounds as a reaction if you'd like to.
Okay, can I just touch myself and give myself 9 points?
God, you had to make it dirty. Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Wasn't
8,
that by the band that?
When I think about you.
Yeah. When I
So
and you got to do the
divine healing.
Right? Divine healing. So Sarissa literally just looks at the orcs, grabs my symbol, mutters something, and poof.
Okay. So that's your reaction spent, so keep that in mind in case there's a opportunity attack before your next turn. Because you wouldn't be able to do that.
4.
We were on Orc 5, I think. Yeah. He's got a 2-handed axe. He's going at freaking Ogre, man. Because that's right next to him. 13 plus 5 is 18. Ogre has 11. Yeah, that hits. 1d12 plus 3. Where's my d12? I had it a second ago. There it is. 7 plus 3 is 10 to Ogre. Mr. Bob Doug. Okay. So Bob Doug takes a strong 2-handed axe. Doug Bob. To Bug Dog. To whatever portion of his body it hits. Orc 5 is done with that. Orc 6 is still favored foe, in case it matters. That's his movement. However, he would also probably spend his dash to get with his buddies. Okay. Rio, you're up. Muted.
Number 4 looks like a relevant target.
Okay. You would notice number 4 is close to bloodied, so you know it's taking some damage.
After popping out, shoot.
Okay.
Only a 13.
Okay, 4 has dual daggers.
But I've got Bardic Inspiration.
Well.
to use.
Okay. You want to use it?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the last 5 minutes, since that was granted, I've forgotten it.
Yeah. It's actually been a while, I think.
Yeah, but Doug Bob still got it too.
These turns are long. Has Bob Doug missed?
He might have, but when we missed it,
Yeah.
that's okay.
I don't think he's missed yet.
No, I think he's done. He's pretty much nailed every single
Yeah.
Oh
time.
yeah,
I think you got a
Yeah,
crit
you're right.
too.
yeah.
Rio, no matter what you roll, you hit with that Bardic.
Groovy.
And then add your Colossal. I think it's added anyway. Colossus.
18.
Woo!
Cool.
Nice shot.
How does number 4 die?
I split his toenail.
Fuck. What a dick.
It splits a nerve, causes shock, and his heart stops. He grasps at his chest, bug-eyed, and then falls on his face.
Oh shit.
Okay. Who
He
deleted
just
him?
disappeared.
Because, yeah, please don't delete
I don't
them.
know.
I didn't.
He just disappeared. I'm like, where the fuck did he go?
That was Orc 4?
It was number 4. Numeral 4.
So he's back. He's upside down. Somebody label him number 4 in a second there. It matters.
4.
I'm gonna say this. Not you guys do whatever you want to do, obviously. But I've tried to go out of my way recently in like the last several episodes to keep these guys on the map in case you want to loot them. Which you didn't do at the shrine, and totally your call not to, but could be extra gold from selling things. But obviously you have to be able to carry it all with, yeah. So you got an ogre, but whatever. Anyway, yeah. Thank you for the label 4. I have to remember what 2 and 1 had, but I can figure that out. I know one of them has sword and board and whatever. Anyway, and a hand crossbow, I think. Yeah. Anywho, I have to pee again because of alcohol. Orc 7. He's gonna, with his dual hand axes, because he threw away the frickin' sling that did him no good. He's coming at you, Neil.
Yep, I know it.
I
knew
don't think you're dodging anymore, correct?
it. No, I'm not. No. No.
So that's 16 to hit.
Yep.
These are D6s. That's a 3 plus a strength of 3, so 6 damage on the first hit.
Okay.
Were you You weren't concentrating or anything, right?
No.
Yeah. Oh shit, 8 is prone, by the way, because he fell. So let me just mark that. Oh fuck, I deleted him. I swear I didn't delete the last one. If anybody can mark that sideways orc is 8. His next attack was a 1. Does a 1 hit you, Neil?
No.
Yeah. So he gets you pretty sturdy with the first axe, and he feels pretty confident with the next axe. He's going for your head, but you have bowed. You're just you bowled over, and he swipes over your head with the next one. Maybe even, you know what? No, he keeps his footing. He almost lost his footing, but he kept it. Okay. Next up is Sarissa. Think about what you want to do with all these orcs around you. I'm gonna be right back super quick.
Wouldn't it be Rio next?
Just after.
No.
Oh, because Neil just got attacked. Okay.
Yeah.
More of a light massage than really an attack.
Oh, it hurt. It hurt.
Motherfucker. Hold on, I gotta get Diet Pepsi.
I got another trick up my sleeve if we get in trouble, but I think you guys are amazing. Neil thinks you guys are amazing. He thinks that this crew is invincible, and that he's gonna write stories about us.
Did you watch that one little clip I sent you?
Oh no, I haven't.
Watch it. It's got part of that dodge, parry, thrust, dodge, or you know what I mean. It's kind of the foundation of that entire. And it seems like they spoofed off it. It was funny. It's what Daffy Duck. Yeah, no, it's. I think it's YouTube. It's Daffy Duck being an asshole. Oh, where did I put? Oh, I put it in chat. Is why.
Yeah.
Robin Hood Duck.
Yeah.
Okay, Sarissa, you're up.
So number 5's closest, right? So I'll take a
yeah.
Actually,
I forgot 4 was dead, so yeah, you're not surrounded there.
So,
yeah.
What I'll do is I will use my bonus action to touch myself again and give myself shadow armor. Bam.
What the fuck is that?
What is shadow armor?
This is another homebrew.
I don't think so. I have no homebrew turned on. It's first level abjuration. Shadow appears and surrounds a creature or yourself that you touch, granting you +2 bonus to your AC. And when you get hit with a melee attack, the attacker takes 5 points of psychic damage.
That's definitely
and
homebrew.
It's not a concentration.
So, what I think is happening for both you and Rio is that you had homebrew turned on when you built your character, and possibly when you selected those spells. And I think those spells are not going to go away from your spell list when you turn off homebrew, but they're still going to be there.
So that's homebrew. That's not real.
I have never heard of it. I don't think Justin has either. That's like Shield of Faith combined with Armor of Agathis from the Warlock class.
Yeah, I don't know where it came from. It's just there. I've refreshed. D&D Wiki.
Which, I would like everyone to in between here and next week, like research, just a quick research of the spells you've selected to see if they are indeed only on the homebrew list and not on the rules, as and get rid of them and then pick new ones.
Where do you look for that? Just put like Shadow Armor 5e.
I have a tab that I'm. It's called Shadow Armor.
I think, yeah. If I go to 5e SRD, Shadow Armor, first level Abjuration, casting time, you can do it as... Okay, don't show that again.
It's a so this page in the D&D wiki says it's a 3rd level Abjuration spell. But for Sorcerer and Wizard...
Let's see, follow it through. It says spell casting, and then there's a link. It says third-party publisher spells. Spells open design.
Third party is what your... Third party means it's homebrew.
Deep Magic to 5th edition.
I don't even see it showing up in Google for...
I'll send you the link.
Shadow.
I found like six different...
Shadow Armor, first level Abjuration, third party publisher spells. Oh, that's a reaction though. That's different.
Yeah, this one seems I think it's listed as a bonus.
It's definitely not a 5e normal spell.
So just get rid of it. Yeah, I think it says a bonus action. It's not a reaction, it's bonus.
I didn't allow Rio to have those poison arrows because they don't exist, so I gotta stick with that rule and say that you probably just can't have this one either. You still have your +2, because you haven't lost concentration as... Oh shit. Did you roll a concentration save for your Shield of Faith from your last hit from that dagger? The crit?
No, you didn't ask me to.
Okay, but you got to keep it in mind too, because I don't always know when somebody's concentrating. So help me out. Keep that in mind for me.
Hey Justin, I'll run all my spells by you later so I can see what I gotta get rid of.
I can look. I know that you got shit going on through the week. I can look and then let you know. I should have already. So your concentration check was a what? You would have, I think concentration is 10 or higher, like a death save, I think. Is it 11 or higher or 10 or higher?
11?
Either way, you made it. Okay. So Shield of Faith is still up. You still have the +2 AC from that. It is your turn still, because we haven't used any bonus action because of that armor discussion.
Well, I'll just swing at number 5 then.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Nat 20. 26.
Oh, just a nat 20. Yeah, you know. I don't think there's something that you could roll given my crit. Yeah, do my crit rules. Give a 1d6 or 1d8 sword. This
says 2d8 plus 6 is what my +1 longsword gets.
Don't follow what D&D Beyond says. So it's a 1d8 sword. It's saying 2d8 because you crit. So roll 3d8, pick the top 2, and then add your damage modifier of whatever your strength bonus is. Plus another 1, because it's a +1 sword, I think, right?
Yeah, so the +6 to whatever, the top 2...
Oh shit, +2 because you have that fighting style, yeah.
Yeah, so I get +6 because I get +2, plus my strength, plus... Yep. So it's... Yeah. So let me roll 3d8. So I... 6 and 3, so 6...
9 plus 6.
3 plus 6 is 15?
Yeah. So 5... had less than that. So how does your sword attack kill number 5?
It just slices right through the middle, and just the bottom half falls towards the building, and the top half gives me a surprised look and just slumps off the other direction. No, it falls kind of backwards and hits the guy behind him.
One of those anime things where like one of the top half just like slowly falls off, and
Yeah. And tanks into number 3. In fact, his hand as his body flies slaps number 3 across the face.
You know what? Give me I'll let you roll for it. Give me just a straight up D20 roll.
D20.
Yeah.
Okay, D20. 7.
Okay. So if it were higher, I would have given you a little bit of a distraction on number 3. He's still distracted, but like the top half of this orc's body doesn't slide into him. It slides just backwards past him. I might give like a -1 to his AC because of the fucking brutality of that strike. That's your action. You want to use a bonus action and any movement. You are not currently in melee range of any orcs, so you could move away without having to like disengage, and up to you.
Okay, I'll just motion to Bob like.
Wait, sorry.
Move this.
You used lay on hands bonus action, right?
That was last turn, I think.
No,
I don't know. I can't.
That was a reaction. When you got hit.
That was when I got hit.
Yeah. This is your only turn since then. Did you use more lay on hands as a bonus action? Because I remember hearing that, but I don't know if you decided to do it.
I tried to use shadow armor.
Oh, okay.
And then it wasn't a thing.
So you did not use a bonus action lay on hands at all?
No.
Okay, so you have a bonus action and movement. You've used 5 of your movement so far.
Okay, I'll just motion to Bug Dob to just move back right here to the just kind of to move back, not around the corner, but back behind number 4.
I'm gonna give you 5.
Actually, no, fuck it. Sarissa's not going anywhere. She's staying right there.
Well, it wasn't your movement. I was gonna give you 5 seconds to think about that command or direction to Doug Bob. So
because is he considered in melee range? 'Cause he's right next to me. So.
Oh yeah. So, he's got 2 orcs that would have taken opportunity attacks against him.
Yeah, well, it's hard to tell because his token is so much bigger.
He's large.
I'm assuming he's right next to me, so.
Large technically takes up 4 squares, where medium takes up 1. Gargantuan, I think, or huge is 8 squares, and gargantuan is like 16. I think something like that. Okay, so you are out of range of 3 and 6 from melee, but here, any bonus action you wanted to use?
No.
You could use, by the way, like, it isn't only for self-healing that I allow the reaction, bonus action, etc. for healing spells and whatever, so keep that in mind if you ever wanted to give it to somebody else.
Have they hurt?
Yeah, he's taken a hit from a great axe.
Okay, well, I'll lean
He's
over
okay.
And okay.
He's not even looking. Yeah.
Can I ask him, like, are you okay?
It hurt a little bit, but I'm pretty good still.
Okay, I'll make you feel better later, but not the way that sounded.
For a second I thought, but no.
Yeah, no. Oh God, no, Bug Dog.
Ow.
Wash your mouth out with soap.
Ouch. That's kind of rude. I'm a handsome. Oh, okay.
Sarissa's turn.
I'm a
done.
lesbian, Bug
Oh,
Dog.
okay, there we go.
Style.
A lesbian. We don't have those in Ogre.
Anyway, 8 is prone, spends 15 to stand up because he fell off roof thanks to dissonant whispers. He's gonna just join the only other orc he can see right now. Why is 8 smaller? Why is the 8 on 8 smaller?
I don't know. 'Cause I
That's
didn't
weird.
make it big yet.
It's fine.
There was.
It was funny. I don't care. It was just funny.
I just didn't make it big, so
That's fine. It was just funny. 9. His turn. I can't believe I gave him a net. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna change it a little bit. He's still got the net, but dude's got a fucking trident, which has the thrown property, boys and girls. He's gonna throw his trident at the biggest target he can see. Oh wait, hold on. He sees Rio because Rio has not done anything to hide. But I was gonna say top half of a D20 was Rio, bottom half was Bob Doug. So throws his trident at Bob Doug. That's a nat 1. Doesn't fucking matter. Why do I even play this game? So the trident just goes whizzing past this gigantic fucking target.
does it hit number 6?
No, I mean 6 is pretty much hidden behind the giant ogre. Just go sailing. So it's like somewhere around here now. If you guys want a trident, you guys can put it on the ground over here somewhere somehow to remind yourselves that it exists. He's looking totally ashamed of himself, but pulls out his net. It's like, fuck it, in for a penny, in for a pound. And 9 is done. Bob Doug has 2 orcs, and he's gonna do a thing that I have put in my rules as far as cleave goes.
Nice.
I want to see how it works in like reality here. I'm gonna try. Where'd my rules go? There they are.
Stuff him down the well.
I thought I had more rules written. Okay, fuck, I don't. Okay. I thought I had. He's gonna choose the option. So, in my opinion, you have a few options. You have same damage, same attack roll, and less damage per creature hit, or reduced attack roll and same damage per creature hit. I think that's how I'm gonna work it. If you guys have any better ideas, please let me know. I'll revise it. But for now, just to make things quick, he's gonna choose same attack roll. Sorry, no. Lowered attack roll, same damage per hit. So he unfortunately rolled an 8 for one of them and a 13. Wait, no, 8 plus. It's improvised, but strength, so that's 12. That wouldn't hit one of them. Improvised doesn't have proficiency. However, the 13 hits the other one. Oh, wait, it's -2, though. 13 plus 4, 17 minus 2. Yeah, that still hits. So he hits, he was swinging from right to left. So he hits number 3 for the same attack roll it would normally be. 4 plus his strength of 4. So 8 damage to number 3 on his cleave attempt. 3 is still up, but looking a bit beyond bloodied. And a noticeable amount beyond bloodied. Okay. Bob Doug has taken his turn. Wait, actually, you know what? Fuck it. He would have spent his bardic inspiration on that first hit. That's not what it is. Yep, that would have hit. So that's a 5 on the bardic inspo.
Nice.
Fucking 1 on the attack, the damage roll, but plus 4 strength. So number 6. Where are you? Close. Wait. Yeah, number 6 is looking really bad. Okay.
This is with the bell, right? Like he's like.
Yep.
He's
That was
slamming the bell
one
with both
like
of them.
one cleave swipe with the bell since they're both in melee.
That's awesome.
Why do I have 40 SP written here? Bob Doug, hit points, AC. Oh, speed. Okay, that's what it was. I'm gonna put a D there. Okay, cool. So Neil.
Okay, so let's see. Number 7 in my face. number 7? How's the guy in front of me looking? Is he injured?
7 is at full strength, baby.
Okay, he's looking pretty vicious. Let's see. I'm going to disengage.
Okay.
And let's see, where do I want to go?
Good question.
How far is it to the ground? Is that like a second layer roof, like right to the north of me? Is that like another roof, or what is that?
You know, it's not talked about in the book, but yeah, that would be the first floor roof, I would imagine.
Right. Well, how many feet to the ground from where I'm at?
From where you are, I'll say it's like 3 squares. 3 squares worth of movement. I'm trying to do Euclidean geometry, but I'm gonna be pretty lenient here and there with it.
Okay, so if I go, like, let's say there, you're saying that's
that you would have another. I'd give you another 10.
Another 10, another 2 squares. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I'll go to the back of the well.
Okay.
And then
Fuck,
as
you'd
bonus
probably
action,
have 3/4 cover based on your tiny size, depending on who's attacking you.
yes, and then as a bonus action, I will do another healing word on myself.
Okay.
Let's see, so I got 4 hit points back. So should I roll a D100?
Is that you rolled a 1 on the D4?
Yeah.
Yep, D100.
And I got a 1.
On a D100?
Yes, I got a 1 on a D100.
You did not get that spell slot back.
Okay. No worries.
Damn, man.
All right.
Did you roll a 90 something on the first one, like
I
97?
rolled like a 98 on my first 100
Jesus.
and a 1 on the second one, yeah.
All right. Okay. Orc 1 is dead. Oh, sorry. That was
No,
your
that's all I
bonus action. Okay, yeah. Orc 1 is dead. What, Sarissa?
Average of 49. Neil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orc 1 dead. Orc 2 dead. Orc 3 in combat with this ogre. That's the eye on the prize, man. Ogre most threat right now. So glaive he has in his hands. Oh, he was holding an attack, but I forgot, so yeah. It was before he moved. It was like a couple turns ago, I think. 17 plus whatever will definitely hit. Bob Doug. Like glaive, I think is 1d12. Second, please. Glaive 5e. 1d10. Wait, yeah, 1d10.
1d10 slashing.
Where are you, my d10? That's a 3. Plus his strength of 3. Strength 3. So 6 damage to Bob Doug Bob. And that was Orc 3. So Orc 4 is up next.
Orc 4 is dead.
Orc 4 is dead. Orc 5 is dead.
Okay.
Orc 6.
Okay.
I have them on my list still because I want to keep track of what they have.
that's
Orc
probably
6 is technically still favorite foe, if that matters to Rio. It's got a sword plus, a shield plus battle axe, which is a 1d8. And he's going to attempt to hit Bob Bob. 4, nope. So Bob Bob. It just glances off the thick hide of Bob.
Bug Dob.
Rio, you're up. I think we can finish this combat before. You're muted, by the way.
Number 9.
Okay.
Sweet.
Oh, number 9 has not been hit yet. Taken no damage. So if you'd like to use your Colossal Slayer, you have better targets, if you want to.
How about number 8?
8 is fucking near death. It might be a waste, but your option. What you can see is... Fuck, 6 is also not great. 3 is also not great. You pretty much have like... Yeah, you pretty much have mostly near-death targets except for ones you
Number
can't
8.
see.
It is.
Yeah.
Number 9's the only one that's not near death?
No.
And an 11 is probably a fail.
11 does miss. And that was at number 8. Somehow, through his haze and near-deathness, he gets his staff like right in the proper position as your arrow comes flying in, and it just somehow, luckily, knocks the arrow aside. Not intending to do it.
Okay, and then I take cover.
Okay. All right. Sorry for that turn. Orc 7, also looking hardy and hale. We'll get up here. Something that has not come into play yet, but I want you guys to know, I don't think it would have been an option for Neil, because you don't have a lot of attack rolls. Yours are mostly like saving throws, as far as I know. But if you have the high ground, I haven't written this into my rules. I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 for a while now, and they give high ground advantage, and they get, yeah, and I think it might be even written into D&D basic rules. If you guys want to check me on that before I finalize it, please do. But when you have the high ground, I think you should have some kind of a bonus to your attack rolls. Like, it's a basic military strategy to have the high ground for a reason. I'm either going to give it a +2 to his attack roll or advantage. And I'm deliberately speaking slowly enough to give you guys time to research it to come to a group decision.
I can't find it.
Because if it works for enemies, it works for you guys. Obviously, you would have had to figure out...
I think that would be your homebrew rule if that's what you want to do.
You would have had to figure out how to climb up on this roof, obviously, to get the advantage, but... Is it homebrew? Because Baldur's Gate has a lot of things that are not in 5e for sure.
Yeah, I can find it in Baldur's Gate, but
yeah, okay.
It's not.
From next week and beyond, if you would like to have high ground give advantage somehow on attacks, a +2, or advantage depending on how much of a high ground you have. If it's like melee range high ground, nothing. If it's like ranged attack and 10 or more feet elevated, I would give it a +2. 20 or more feet elevated, advantage. But if you guys want it, it's another thing you guys can vote on, as well as flanking. So 7 does not have advantage on his attack, which is going to be against... He's got dual hand... Yeah, he dropped his ranged attack. So his option is to throw one of his hand axes or jump onto Dogbub, the ogre. I think he's gonna jump on the ogre. Yeah. And try to slash at the same time. His roll is 12. His dex is +1. But this is more athletics, I guess, than it would be acrobatics. So it'd be +3, so 15. He definitely lands on top of Doug Bob and has 2 attacks. That's a 3. That misses. That's a 19 plus whatever it hits for sure. And these are 1d6 axes. It's the offhand attack that hits though, so he does not get the bonus damage because he does not have like the dual wielder feat. He's a fucking level 1 or 2 orc, whatever. But 5 damage, no strength added, so 5 damage to Doug Bob. And so that was his Ooh, he rolled a 2 though, so he does slide off of Doug Bob, Doug, and land prone. No matter what the correction is, I don't know, is prone. So 7 is prone at the feet
Does
of
Bug Job get like a reaction then to stomp on him or hit him or something?
No, because that's an opportunity attack.
Nope.
Yeah, it didn't leave his range. 7 has officially taken some damage, though. Wait, no. Fuck. No, he hasn't. Bob Doug did. I was trying to do that. Okay, my bad. Okay. 7. Done. Sarissa, you're up.
So 7 hasn't taken any damage.
No damage, but is prone.
Okay, so if I attack him, does that mean I get advantage?
Correct.
Okay, I'll swing my sword at him.
Do it. Give me that 20.
No, I only got 13, but I get a advantage, so I get to roll twice, right?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, well, that was a 1, so 7. So, yeah.
13. 7 has...
I have an inspiration. I still, like, how does the inspiration work? Because I got given an inspiration, and I've just never, like, normal inspiration, it's just sitting there. What does that mean?
So, Bardic Inspiration lasts 10 minutes and it's a D6. Inspiration from me or another party member is until you use it.
It's regular inspiration.
And I think the easiest way is just to treat it like luck. Because
and how does luck work?
Especially because I don't give it out enough for it to be like a common thing. So but you guys are obviously allowed to say, hey, I think that deserves inspiration, and we'll but yeah, you have inspiration from the plot to try to like make Neil's devil imp thing.
Yeah. So how could I use it in this? Like,
yes, you can use it as luck here if you want to. So you can re-roll your attack again.
Okay, so another D20.
Yep. Plus your modifiers. Okay. Yeah.
My modifier.
Well,
your two hit.
Plus,
swing your longsword again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's a fucking 2. I keep getting 2s and 1s.
Jeez.
But
like, literally, that's all I've got.
But you take it back because I was gonna say that 13 hits.
Okay.
The orc does not have a shield. This one particularly does not have a shield, so your 13 would have hit.
Okay.
So keep your inspiration.
Write all this down. Hold on.
Neil, you also have an inspiration from the last session or the one before. I can't remember. And then Rio, I don't think either of you used your inspiration from that one session.
Yeah. I rolled a 1 plus 6, so we get 7 points of damage. Are you allowed to smite, though? My question is, are you allowed to divine smite when somebody's even... But it's not my turn.
Yes, it is. We are on your turn.
But I am on my turn, so
and
I can use the divine smite.
You can smite on literally every attack that is melee ever. Reactions, actions, bonus actions, all of it. Once you learn that you hit, you can choose to smite after.
Okay. I choose to smite, and I have to remember what to roll.
And actually, yeah, so Orc 7 takes the hit initially. Your smite is 2d8 unless you're using a higher spell slot, which I don't know if you have yet.
Nope. 2d8, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so 7, and I mumble some little holy word to myself, just like, oh fuck, let this fight be over soon, God. Thank you.
7 is
And,
looking something bad.
So
After
13
that.
plus 7 is 20.
Yep. I've
Okay.
deducted. You have a bonus action and a movement if you would like. You did move into melee range with 7.
Yeah, I'll stay right next to. I will ask Bug Dob, like, are you okay?
He had been hurt a couple times, but still okay.
And, like, does he look like he's okay, or does he look like he needs
He
a little
is
bit of.
Not bloodied yet.
Oh, okay. So, okay. Okay, buddy, you just let me know.
Okay. That was your turn. Orc 8. Unless you have a bonus action you want to use.
No, I was just gonna heal up Bug Dob if he needed it.
Orc Ocho, which just barely got his staff in the way of a Rio arrow, accidentally. 5, 10. Okay. He would be able to get in range for a staff attack against Sarissa, which is an 8 plus doesn't matter probably. So Sarissa has taken her sword attack with a smite against number 7, and as she is bringing back her sword into another striking position, she parries the fucking staff attack from this orc that came around the corner.
But because he didn't actually hit me, I don't get a reaction, correct?
You still have a reaction. You always have a reaction every turn. Every round,
Okay.
sorry. Is there one you would like to take?
No. I was just asking, so I understand.
Cool. Orc 8 is dismayed, but still holding his staff, poised to attack again. Orc 9, kind of saw Rio peeking out and is kind of... He sees that the Ogre and the Paladin probably have enough orcs to contend with. Damn it. Okay. He gets within range of Rio for a... What weapon does he have? He has a net. Fuck. Okay. That's at disadvantage no matter where the fuck he's attacking from, because that's how nets work. Now,
Especially around trees.
I don't have to roll again, and 8 is already too low to hit Rio, so it's not that he loses the net, because it still has like a rope attached at the back of it, so he tries to throw a net at Rio. It gets tangled up in the branches of the tree, and he starts drawing it back in, but that's his turn. And as he's drawing it back in, he looks at Rio, makes eye contact probably, he's like, oh, fuck. Bob Doug. Bob Doug's gonna take advantage, as well as Sarissa did, of the prone dude and try to smash him with his gold hammer thingy. That's enough. 11 plus 4 strength. Yeah, it's enough. Okay.
Bam.
We've decided it's a D6 because it's like... Oh, no, we said D8, didn't we? Fuck.
D8, yeah.
Yeah. He's double me.
That's a 3 plus 4 for his strength, even though we probably shouldn't add that for an improvised weapon, although I don't have any idea. So 7 to 7. 7 to 7. Which is... Bob Doug smacks the gold bell down into Orc 7, crunches his chest into like this concave cavity, and pushes him a little bit into the ground, like maybe 6 inches into the ground. And 7 is still prone, but is also dead. That's Doug Bob, and he's like,
Yeah, that was cool. Sarissa, cool?
Excellent.
Neil, you're up.
Neil will target number 6 with his sling.
Okay.
And I won't. No, and I will roll a 12.
And you don't have you do have your inspiration from the last game, which I don't think you've ever used. If you would like to now.
Yes, I will use my.
It didn't hit. It's luck. So yeah.
I will use my inspiration.
Well, hold on.
And,
No, yeah, you weren't hiding. So yeah.
15.
Yeah, you're at number 6, right?
Yes.
He has a sword, but it hit. Yeah, that still gives him an armor class of 15. So yeah, it hits. Yeah.
Okay. For 7 points.
Wow.
Of sling damage.
Do you have +2 dex and +2 proficiency? You have proficiency in sling? Is that how that's working?
Yeah.
I thought proficiency didn't add to damage. You have +4 dex?
No, this is a +2 weapon.
How? What? Did I just? Because it's a sling, I just gave you that? Is that what happened?
I don't know. This is.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's just the standard with +2 sling.
Well, my question is, I don't remember. I don't remember a lot of things I do, but giving a +2 sling, I probably did because it's a sling, and not like a high damaging weapon.
It seems like that was you were like.
I think so too.
Just a sling.
That was number 6, right?
Yes.
7 damage. What kind of ammo did you use for your sling, and how did it kill this orc?
Well, I held back my special +1 sling ammo, and I just used my standard fare, which is just a little like sharp and semi-precious like rocks, kind of like the kind you'd pick up like stuff off the pavement, like asphalt crystals, and they're just really sharp, and they slam into it, and they one of them sticks right into his brain and just kills him.
So yes, number 6 was probably turned toward the ogre just enough that he turned at the wrong time to have that shard pierce through his ear and eardrum and into his brain. Otherwise, thick skull orc, yeah. 6 is dead.
Eye socket.
Yeah, something squishy and easily penetrated. That's what he said.
Think about King Harold and the Vale
Exactly.
Tapestry.
Neil, that is your action. Bonus action movement?
Yes. Bonus action, hand out my last bardic inspiration to Sarissa and say, Sarissa, you got this!
So inspiring.
Woohoo! Devil horns to my little devil.
All right. No movement.
No movement.
Orc 3. Where the fuck even... Oh, there you are. They fight to the death, boy. Glaive attack against...
Bug Dob. Think of Bug and then Dobby from Harry Potter. Bug Dob.
Bug Dob?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bug
Is that really what we... I thought it was like Doug
Yes.
Bob and Bub Dog and...
No, it was Bug Dob because that's what Rio
Bug.
started calling him, so that's what we officially started calling him.
Bug Dobby. Bug Dob, okay. Bug Dob.
Bug Dob.
I'm gonna change that. I have Bob Doug in the notes here, so it's the opposite. No, it's
Yeah,
not. It's
Bug
not the
Dob.
opposite. Hold on.
It's a mashup, yeah. It's a permutation of Bug Dob. It's dog bub or
What's that called where you mix all the letters up? An anagram.
Anagram.
Kinda.
That's what I've been doing. Like I've been doing like 3 different versions of his name every time.
Yeah.
So Neil went. Orc 1 dead. Orc 2 dead. Orc 3. Oh yeah, glaive attack. That hits. 13 plus doesn't matter. We just said glaive is 1d10. Where'd that go? Okay, here we go.
He's swinging at Bug Dob.
Yeah. That's 9 plus his strength of 3 is 12 damage. Bug Dob. That's harder to say. Okay. Bug Dob is finally looking bloodied. Wait. Yeah, finally looking bloodied. Number 3 had his turn. It's done. 4 is dead. 5 dead. 6 dead. Rio, you're up. You're also muted.
9's in my face.
Correct. I am allowing like once per turn, I would say, if you want to swap weapons as a bonus action. So put your longbow away or whatever it is and take out your rapier and shield like once per turn.
Once per turn or once per session?
Per turn. Oh, yeah, per turn for sure. Because if you take out your bow and shoot something, then that decreases your AC for the rest of that round. Or turn, whatever. And then if you pull out your sword and shield, you can't do any ranged attacks for the rest of that round, but you do have that increased AC and melee attacks, so.
Then I will rapierize him.
Okay. Give me that attack roll.
With inspiration.
Yeah, it's luck. So you don't need to use it until after you know you miss, if you go. Which you did.
Yep.
And you did again. So that was a 10 and a 9 for the 2 viewers or whatever we have. Dude got right in your face. He's angry you've been shooting people. He is with his what does he have? He has his net. Somehow your rapier gets caught up in the net that he's been pulling from the tree. He pulls it free just in time to like get your rapier caught up in it. Bonus action movement. You do have the +2 AC now from your shield and sword.
I'm going to move back 35 and take the attack of opportunity.
His opportunity attack is also a disadvantage because of a fucking net. I forgot about that. Yep, nope. He sees you moving away. He tosses out the freaking net, and it once again catches in a damn tree branch, and starts dragging it back in again. So yeah, move your character wherever you would like to. Remembering there's like a tree trunk anywhere. There's like the center of one of these trees on the map. If you want to have cover of some sort. From either 3, 8, or 9. Or a couple of them, maybe. Hey, Julie. Your hat looks like you're from Russia.
It'd be called a schlappa.
Schlappa?
Это очень хорошо schlappa, моя крошка. Or моя друга.
Okay, Rio, that's where you want to be?
She can't hear you.
Yeah, cover's pretty much a done thing. Because they all know where I am now.
Okay. Cover still... I mean, cover will always give you 2 AC or 5 AC depending on the level. But yeah, I get you. I get what you're saying. They can always move around a tree trunk.
Yeah, and I'm just going to use Superior Elven Range to get away from him.
Okay. Is that a thing that I need to know about, like a bonus?
35-foot movement. That's
Okay.
all.
Copy. From being yeah, okay. Orc 7 is alive. Wait, no. Orc 7 looks like he's dead on the map, so I just didn't update it.
Orc 7 got he got his
Smushed.
Yeah, he got smushed 6 inches into the ground.
I did not update it on my text doc, so Sarissa, you're up with Orc 8, Orc 3, and Orc 9 alive.
And has 8 been? Is he looking solid?
No. 8 is
He's looking bloody.
super bad.
I'll take a swing at Orc 8.
Okay.
And I got a nat 20, so 26.
I will allow you to roll damage just to see what you get, but he's dead no matter what.
So is that 2d8 then?
No, it'll be your longsword's damage expression, so I think it's a d8. You roll 3 d8s and pick the top 2.
Oh, okay.
If,
3,
however, I was gonna give you the option to save it. Oh, that's a good fucking roll though. I was gonna say, if you want to save it so that you don't quote unquote waste your good rolls, because some people are superstitious, but yeah, you're fine. How does your sword kill this on his last leg, Orc?
Sarissa turns her long sword on its side and just comes down on his head and literally just smashes him so he almost pink mist.
Fuck. Sword arm so strong that it disintegrates the orc's head and also goes a few inches into his chest cavity from the neck.
Yes.
That's
and Sarissa's going.
Yeah, you got splattered for sure.
Yeah.
It's gruesome as fuck. Yeah. Bonus action movement. You're no longer in fear of opportunity attacks, so
I'm going to ask Bug Dob how he's feeling. Is he still feeling? Because he got tatered pretty good that last time, didn't he?
I hurt a lot, but I'm okay.
Sarissa will put her hands on him and give him 9 points. I can give him 9 points, right? Or what can I give him without having to do the?
If you're using less than 50% of your max, then it's an action, bonus action, reaction. You can choose.
I'll give my bonus action. I'll give him 9 points of healing.
Okay. Let me.
Yeah, let me keep track of that.
You really nice devil lady.
Good job, Bug Dob.
He's back above being bloody. And that was your bone. You want movement at all?
I'm gonna see what number 9 does. I'm gonna stick with Bug Dob.
Okay. That's your turn. 8 is dead. Okay, 8's dead. Okay, 9. Full health. It's so sad that the one last remaining orc is the one with the fucking net.
Yeah.
He's had 3 failed attempts on Rio. I see a bigger target with this ogre. He's gonna try. It's still a disadvantage. It doesn't matter. It's still a disadvantage. Yep. No, wait, no, fuck. Wait, hold on. I'm just gonna... Because it's a net. Nets always have disadvantage unless you have that 1 feat that gives you that... So nets have a range that's... They're a ranged attack. Technically, according to rules as written. But they have a... If you are... So since they're a ranged attack, if they have an attacker near them within melee range, they have disadvantage based on how ranged attacks work. But also, the first range number is 5. So if they are anywhere further than 5 feet away, they have disadvantage like a ranged attack does if it's further than that minimum number. Like a short bow is 30 feet. So if you're 35 feet away, you have disadvantage. So that's how nets work in this game.
Yeah, it even says due to the fact that net is a ranged weapon with a range of 5 feet, you won't be at a disadvantage attacking with it.
You have to have. I think the only one that does away with that is the crossbow master, which is weird because it says like ranged attacks don't suffer disadvantage if you're within 5 feet of an attacker. Anyway, 8 plus. I'm gonna call it a strength weapon because they're using their strength to toss it. So I'm actually gonna say that would possibly hit the ogre. But wait, that's a fucking D10. Wait, did I roll a D10 on both? Oh fuck! Hold on. Sorry.
D10 is the glaive, I thought.
Yeah, I rolled a D10 for the attack roll. So that is a 10 with disadvantage plus. Yeah, that would hit the ogre. So I have not looked up a net. I don't think they do damage. I think he's just restrained.
I think he'd just be restrained.
Yeah. So orc number 9 tosses the net on the ogre and cheers because he finally did something good.
A little late.
And the ogre is in fact restrained.
Neil.
He looks to Neil. Actually, he can't see Neil through the ogre. And he hears this little voice saying a little late and like, I'm doing my best. And that's the end of his turn. Bug Dob. I got it right this time after a second. Is restrained. But I think he'd probably...
Is that like a strength roll? Or what?
Yeah.
To get out?
He'd like to burst out of this. But... does not. 9 plus 4 is 13. He does not... He doesn't have athletics, does he? He is not on the thing, so...
He looks pretty bad.
He tries to, but something about how this net is around him, he cannot bust out of it. That's his action. He has no movement because he's restrained and no bonus action that he can use anyway because it's just not in the... Yeah, so... He's struggling in this net. Unhappy. Neil, it's your turn.
Then I will bust out my sling again and take a shot at number 3.
Okay.
Oh, he's still alive?
Yep.
Oh, nat 1.
It's just... Yeah. However you want to describe it, I'm thinking like maybe you're... Yeah, I don't know. It just whizzes over his ear. That's
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it easy.
Just flies long.
Yeah. I was gonna say like
Yeah.
You're one of those
your foot
slings
scepter.
where you go like this, and when you go to bring it back, you accidentally let go of one of the strings. And stone just goes
I like that.
180 degrees from where you want it.
I like that better.
Yeah.
It
Oh shit!
it falls out much earlier than it should have.
Yeah.
Action, bonus action, movement.
Nope.
Okay.
Gonna stay put.
Orc 1 dead, Orc 2 dead, Orc 3 pays no attention to the thing over his head, knows that he has a chance to maybe do some damage to this ogre for the first time with his glaive. And it has advantage. That hits with an 11 plus enough, because AC is 11 for Bob Doug. It's D10, which is this guy. 2 plus 3. 3? Yeah. So 5 more damage to Doug Bob. Bog Doug, whatever. Bug Dob.
Bugged up.
Damn it. Bringing him almost to bloodied again, but still not quite. 4 dead, 5 dead, 6 dead. Actually, you know what? He's feeling kind of bold with Bug Dob being restrained, and he's going to try to move away towards Neil. And Bug Dob with disadvantage rolls at 2. He does not hit number 3 as he moves away toward Neil. 4 dead, 5 dead, 6 dead. Rio, you're up. And you see 3 moving toward Neil. You see 9 alive. That's about it. You're muted.
Let's go for number 9.
Okay. 9 is, by the way, at full health still. If that matters. 3 is not. Up to you.
Then I'll go for number 3.
Okay. Protecting your little fairy buddy. Probably good. Yeah. Yeah, that hits. Yeah. Even without your Colossus Slayer, how does this arrow kill number 3?
Number 3 was raising his arm to attack, and my arrow caught him in the armpit, straight into the heart.
So Rio, seeing number 3 was about to threaten and swing it at Neil, catches him under the armpit, pierces through to his heart. That's a dead orc, ladies and gentlemen. Bonus action movement.
Oh, I think that'll do it.
Okay. Orc 7 dead. Sarissa, you're up. The only remaining combatant is number 9.
Okay, I'll swing at number 9.
Okay. I don't think there's any reason. Yeah, just regular roll.
I are my actions. And so that's 12. So I have a question. If that doesn't hit, I have Bardic Inspiration, I have regular Inspiration. Do I have to say it now, like which one I'm going to use? Like.
So okay. The
Like,
rule for Bardic Inspiration is you do not know if you hit or did not hit, and you choose to use your inspiration for Bardic.
Okay.
The regular inspiration is luck, so you know if you missed and you can reroll.
Okay, so it just 12 doesn't hit, right?
You don't know unless you've been keeping track. It's up to you. So all right. So are you asking because you want to use your Bardic or because you want to use your?
Because I'll use my I'll re-roll with the luck if the 12 doesn't hit.
Okay. So without using, yes, your 12 did not hit.
Okay. Yeah, so I got 12 again.
Shit.
Am I allowed to? Can I use Bardic Inspiration? It's so fucking
Yes.
confused, man. Why can't they just make it easy?
I mean, yes, but only because there's like this weird like stipulation here is because I did not tell you that 12 didn't hit the second time. Even though you know it didn't hit, like, yeah. So.
Oh, I guess, okay.
Do you want to spend your Bardic?
That means, yes, and that's
Yeah.
a D6.
It doesn't matter what you roll.
Okay,
Their AC's 13.
Okay, so I got a 5.
Yeah, just make sure that you mark off that Bardic. Although it's 10 minutes anyway.
And regular,
so.
yeah, regular Inspiration
and the other one
too is gone. Yeah. So they're both gone.
Give me that damage, yo.
Okay, so I swing at him with my long sword, miss. So swing back the other direction.
It's still the same attack. You just yeah.
And can I Divine Smite this asshole too?
Certainly can.
My last. Okay, so he gets 9 points plus.
Hold on just a
8,
second.
right?
If you roll perfectly, you will kill this motherfucker.
Okay, so he
Can you
takes
do it?
9 points plus the Divine Smite.
Half.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He's looking beyond bloodied.
Okay. And Sarissa's, like I said, I'm right
yeah,
there
you're
next
up there
to
with
him.
him.
So. standing on I'm standing in the hole cratered in Seven's
Yes.
chest.
Yes. You're using his body as your surfboard right now in this ground. Orc 8 dead. Orc 9 looking bad. I actually don't know what a creature or player does with their net once it's already around a creature. He also doesn't know what to do.
Chris is just standing there like.
Yeah, he's gonna try to just unarmed strike you.
Okay.
That's
Sarissa sticks her cheek out too.
11.
He can have advantage even.
11 plus his strength because he's not a monk. It would be 14 to hit.
No, but Sarissa has her cheek out and her arms down like, please slap me.
He will try with the other fist.
Excellent.
Which actually is a 17 plus whatever.
Okay.
Okay.
So what's he get?
Unarmed strike is, if you're not a monk, it's just your strength mod, I'm pretty sure.
So +4?
He just did 3 damage. Is it 1 plus your strength mod, or is it just your strength mod? It's just your strength mod, right?
Yeah, I think it's like plus. So he hit me.
Yeah, he hit you and did 3 damage.
Excellent. Sarissa will use her reaction, Hellish Rebuke.
You know they don't have to hit you, right? To use that?
According
I'm
as
pretty
written,
sure.
Yes, they do. They
I
have
thought
to. Nope. It's you point your finger at the creature that damaged you.
Okay.
So let me take my 3 points of damage. Like at this point, so yeah, Sarissa's like looks at him and grins and just points at him and says, "Die." With the Hellish Rebuke.
I could have sworn this was just a reaction on something that attacked you. I didn't think they had to hit you.
So he needs
Huh.
to make a dex save of 13.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, they have to damage me. Is the way I read it.
Yeah, I
That's
read
why
that.
I wanted him to hit me. Like, hit me.
I
No,
read that
hit
too.
me.
It was just really surprising. I thought you said you used your last spell slot for a smite.
This is a tiefling. This is a race thing. I don't. I get this.
Yeah. This doesn't. She doesn't need a
Once
spell slot
per
it's just a
long
race
rest?
thing, I think.
Yep.
Once
Yep.
okay.
I just get this once per long rest.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
He failed
Nice.
his dex save. He rolled a 7.
Woohoo!
Okay. Well, let me roll my 3d10s.
You get
well,
3 d10s?
Yep.
It's-
15.
Why is it 3? The spell says
Why is it
2d10.
3? Or
Because at first level you get 2 d10s, and anything above first level spot for second level it would be 10s. At third level you get 4 d10s.
But
You
why-
could go up to
but-
5 d10s at fourth level.
But
Because
why-
I don't have it at the first level. I automatically have it at the second level. You get that when you get to level 3. You get that second level
Oh, Jesus.
free for all once per long rest, second level Hellish Rebuke. And then as I level up, I could get higher spell slots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I was following.
I don't. Yeah.
Still surprised, but I'm following. That's awesome.
Yeah. So 15. So she just points at him and says, "Die," and this flame just springs up all around him. And
Yeah,
she just
you're
says, bye-bye.
you're welcome to continue that description to his death.
Yeah, and so I just go bye-bye.
Just
Stand there and I pull out my little rag and start cleaning my sword, spitting on it and stuff while I watch him just kind of burn in hellish fire and hopefully scream painfully.
okay.
And I turned to Bob and said, "I took care of him for you, Bob," or Bug Dob.
You know the
That's
thaumaturgy
just- yeah.
cantrip at 3rd level you can cast Hellish Rebuke second once. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a tiefling thing.
Yeah, I'm
so
seeing
once
it.
I use it, it's
I'm seeing it now. It's just
gone.
interesting. Cool. Awesome. So he burns the fuck up, falls down. He didn't have a whole lot on him aside from he already threw his trident, so like that didn't like yeah. We can leave this as it is now. as our
Okay.
session, especially because I have to pee again. And if you guys want to do any kind of follow-up, we can like keep recording and you guys can talk while I go to the bathroom super quick, but up to you guys.
Or we can, as long as the board stays where it is, we
It
can
will.
pick it up next.
It will.
Yeah, we can.
As will my notes.
Yeah, so we can
Yeah, that works.
pilfer their bodies next week,
Okay.
and then
Yeah. Okay, cool.
pilfer all the bodies.
It has been a pleasure
But-
once again, as always.
Wait,
Yay.
it's number
Good
3.
job.
Everything is dead.
Okay, so I vote. Sarissa, real quick, is gonna cut the net off of poor Bug Dob, and then we'll pilfer the bodies next week.
Sounds good.
Sweet.
And then explore the. Although I doubt there's going to be much in here, but we'll see.
Yeah, you never know. And what is Hellish Rebuke called in 4E again? Infernal Wrath.
Infernal Wrath. Yeah.
Why did they change the name?
Oh, they just like to do that.
It's mine. Well, you changed the name, but it's no, it's mine. I made it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Sweet.
I have to
What's your
change that.
tiefling's name?
Her name is Levada.
Levada.
Yes, and I'm having her worship a different deity every time I show up. It's different. I just keep invoking a different deity. Like I have like a deity like identification complex.
That's
I
awesome.
I like them all and I worship them all.
It's like
Yeah.
outfit of the day, but
Cover your
god
bases.
Of the day.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I
Get
have,
up.
I have multiple holy symbols on like I have like 3 or 4 holy symbols draped around my neck.
You
It's-
just see her walking around humming, picking out her outfit. No, this clashes that god. Okay, this.
Yeah.
This.
It's like that South Park episode where they were like, "Oh hey, by the way, the Mormons were the ones that got it right." So it's just like you're covering your bases until the correct.
Oh. You remember
Okay.
the one where Jesus throws the fight
Against Satan or Santa Claus?
against Satan? Isn't it like Jesus bet against himself and he threw the fight against Satan and then like won all the money or something like that?
I remember they had him fight Santa Claus in a boxing ring. He probably also fought
Yeah.
Satan, but that one
Yeah,
doesn't.
he fought Satan first. It's a really old one, and like
Yeah,
people lost their mind over that.
South Park has that effect on people.
Did you see the one where he tried to have that one gay guy tried to have a slut off with Paris Hilton?
He did have a slut off with Paris Hilton,
Yeah,
and then
he won by shoving her.
that was the Lemmywinks episode where they had the hamster up, which
Yeah.
I've learned a lot about that whole hamster and Richard Gere kind of that
It's
whole.
a thing. I don't think Richard Gere did it, but
yeah.
it's an actual thing.
It was a rumor spread, I think, by he says it was Sylvester Stallone that spread the rumor because they had a falling out for some reason, but I don't think that it actually happened. I don't think that anybody has ever actually had a hamster up their butt. I think it's just this
No,
weird.
Yeah. No, it's a thing in the kink community. I have
Okay.
a friend. I'm not going to say their name, but their
Yeah.
father is a doctor.
Oh.
And let's just say the stories I have heard about things removed from people's rectums, like it's shocking.
Living creatures,
Right?
though?
Well, they're not living by the
Well,
time they get there, but
yeah.
if you get the wrong size something, they can. It's not a good idea.
No.
So yeah. Living
On that-
things, light bulbs.
On that note, YouTube audience, I'm glad you've been sticking around.
Bye.
We'll see you guys next time.